Forefathers worked the fields in burning sun. They sweat and strain. But we are back today. We won't do it again.
When I was 18, just after my first child was born, the Commonwealth Games were held in Jamaica. World records were broken. Now 48 years later, my grandson is here, 18 years old. He's entering the third stage of education. Jamaicans of Josh's age group are doing great things at the Commonwealth Games. But it's time to eject the ruling family of Britain and outlaw any ruling class in Jamaica. So over to you now, Josh.
I'm just looking forward to entering a new stage in my life, and hopefully I can spend some more time with the show where I can get advice from some other people who have been through the same things that I'm about to go through now.
Well, thanks. I'm so glad you'll be here at the University of West Indies. Straight up, News Talk 93 FM. I'm Jerry Small.
I've got no alternative in a Babylon.
I want you to carry this on the road for me. And don't take no time from nobody. Just do what me tell you for those things, stand. And make sure that everything work according to how man say anything for work. See? Take back yourself and bring back yourself in a one piece. Make sure you read. Hear me? Lord of mercy, hey, Lord of His mercy, Lord of mercy. Driver, me say don't stop at all. Drop this Arizona around the Albemarle. Driver, me say don't even itch. Collect a little food there and come back with.
Yeah, man. Play that piece of music especially for the driver them out there, but especially the taxi driver. Because boy, up on the TV last night, we saw the report about the police have a program about drive for life, drive for life, drive for life. Coaching and encouraging the taximan to drive safely and properly. And boy, one taximan, they give a testimony there, boy. Come like a bujo bantan, a pure bujo bantan take for him taxi. Because him say, I'm a taxi driver really drive reckless, you know. Him say the passenger, they must say, just go and drive and just kind of idiot driving, just drive up fast and go and come late for work. And him said that explain all of the bad driving by a taxi driver. Boy, I'm good. That taxi driver there, him get A for argument, but him get F for him get F for excuse, boy. Boy, I'm going to tell you. Anyway, welcome to Straight Up for today. Not a little thing. Got news that a 6-year-old boy in Kenya, and they say it's a Jamaican, must be a Jamaican born boy or a boy born to Jamaican parents, in Kenya, has been turned out of school because the school say that no child must wear locks, and him is at school with locks, and the rule was there from before them enter the school. And his mother object. Jamaican mother object, but them persist. It's ironic because, you know, all over the continent of Africa and in Australia and even India, many parts of the world, people been wearing locks, dreadlocks from ancient time till now. All over the world. Australia, India, all over Africa, all over the world. But it's primarily Kenya. It was the Kenyan people, dreadlocks, that the people in Jamaica saw. Rastafari brothers saw, and it impressed them spectacularly because of the freedom fighting spirit of the people that wanted dreadlocks. The Mau Mau warriors in the 40s and the 50s. And that is where mainly the adaptation and the readoption of the wearing of dreadlocks by African in Jamaica came from Kenya. Come like it come full circle, the Babylonian influence and standards. Come full circle, them scotch off all of the hair, the locks off of the head off of the people, and scotch off most of the hair, the facial hair of the males. So it is. But anyway, next thing. Next item on news are that not Simon Kraskil, Hugh Kraskil, one of the most outstanding journalists in the history of the Caribbean, not only Jamaica, in the history of the Caribbean, Hugh Kraskil. He died when he was shot by a security guard who found him in the premises of a doctor. I think it's on Ripon Road, a doctor. And Hugh Kraskil knew that doctor, you know. So although Hugh Kraskil was ill, from time to time he used to go check the doctor, whether about him own illness or whether them just wanted some food to eat, because the doctor's a good person who usually be very sympathetic to Hugh Kraskil, and Hugh Kraskil used to go there all the while. And that security guard, it is said that the security guard know that Hugh Kraskil come there all the while now, know that he wasn't really an intruder and a dangerous person. Knew. But him deliberately shot him and kill him. A little after that, he was shot dead too, you know, because I hear that some people were very disgruntled that the way him shot and kill Hugh Kraskil. And it is strongly rumored that him know Kraskil and knew who him was, but him deliberately shoot him and kill him. And he was killed shortly after that in a kind of so-called jungle justice. People have put smear upon jungle. Like jungle and Africa a bad place. Because European justice nasty and wicked that are in the jungle justice. Anyway, Hugh Kraskil used to go to a doctor place. I don't know if it's the same doctor office where a man has been found for the second time intruding upon the premises. Some police, either police or security guard, find a man on the premises of a doctor office on Ripon Road. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same doctor office. But as I say, it's the second time them find him there, catch him there sleeping, intruding. So him gonna go catch a sleep. But this time now, him escape. I don't know if them just let him go and warn him and let him go the first time. But this time now, they try to hold him. And when them try to hold him, when them hold him, him wriggle out of them grasp and escape. But him left a backpack behind him, you know, like how people that back off them shirt and run, left you hold on the shirt. And that's how the saying comes, say if you can't catch Quacko, you catch him shirt. Well, them did catch him shirt and catch him backpack. And when them looking at the backpack, them find him have an ID in there, so them get to know who him is right away. And them get to know say him is a tiler. He's a man who lay tile for him living, or him have that skill can lay tile for him living. Him have that skill can lay tile for him living. But it don't look like he was coming from tiling work. Apart from the ID, them find a whole heap of condom in the backpack. In the backpack, a most appropriate place for him to be carrying so much condom. Because, you know, most time a man don't use more than 2 or 3 condom, or he might have a pack of condom, but them say them find a whole heap of condom. So it's not tiling work he must coming from, apparently. Maybe a different kind of work. Well, that same road, you know, I happen to know. You remember a man called me a few days ago, asked me some advice how to get him go-go club running profitably again. I don't know why him called me and asked me that. But maybe it's because I'm not a taxi man mid-family that will play a go-go club them. And I think on that same road they have one of the biggest go-go club in Jamaica, you know. I name Palais Royal. People will know more of me is driver, don't stop at all. Anyway. Yeah, so you have up the road you have Palais Royal there. I don't think that Tyler was working at Palais Royal as no go-go dancer. I think it's a male. I don't think he was working as no go-go. I think he would have more rent a tile. For it sound like him do some kind of work, but it's not tiling work. And him have a whole heap of condom upon him as a safeguard. So, you know, so when him check the doctor office, it's not really HIV, him really have to check out. It's supposed to safety. So maybe a chicken go now. Him suspect because maybe him feel some pain in them joints. But anyway, talking about chikungunya, I hear that I man, one of our hosts on the early program here first start, I hear such a chicken out too. A whole heap of 1,000 of people all over the island are chicken out, you know. I'm afraid for work, you know. But the virus hold them. I guess I man a chicken out. We have a piece of music by Michigan and Smiley. Michigan and Smiley, yes. Our host, Imani Tafari, she, like many others, have to chicken out because, you know, say, if you can't beat it, you either join it or you just pay some respect for a little while. So now, what I tell her about the miniskirt, them, you know, eh? I tell her about the miniskirt, them, the skirts is and the pants is. When I criticize her, because it look good on her still. I look at thing I might now go to school again and them now impose now 11 inches below the knee uniform rule upon her. I wouldn't get to see the skirts is them. And the pants is, but it have a prices. It have a prices. We soon come back to that. Now the Assistant Commissioner of Police, I think his name is Clark, down in charge of the Montego Bay area, in charge of a larger area, I think it's Area 1, but it includes Montego Bay. I heard him again talking to the journalists about the escapee, the man who escape. The man of them say escape from out of the Freeport jail, Freeport police station in Montego Bay after having identified some of the policemen and placed them at the location and therefore responsible for the prisoners between a certain time and a certain time in Montego Bay. And when the journalists asked them, about the window where them claims that the man jumped through, the journalists asked them, say, how come you never show the man mother the window when she went down to the police station and she said, where's the window where him jumped through? And they never show. Why never show her? Here the Assistant Commissioner of Police, Clark, hear me? To show her the window, that would be highly improper. It would be highly improper to show her the window. We're talking about a safe lockup, You hear what I'm saying? Freeport Police Station is a safe lockup. And it wouldn't be proper to be showing people the security features of the safe lockup. Because you argue yourself and make it more penetrable. It's supposed to be impenetrable, like a fortress. Can't come in, can't get out. And it would be highly improper to be showing her the window where the man just get out through so easy and jump over the wall so easy. So it would be highly improper to show her the window. I joke him, I guess what happened? The window never ready yet for inspection. The window where them are going to show her, or where them are showing the command, where them are showing the investigator, not ready yet. But him say it would be highly improper for sure. And then now, them ask say, since the lady bring the youth back, the lady bring back the youth voluntarily and give up himself, why she couldn't just go with him back? Because him reveals that the man did up on bail before and therefore abscond, the man abscond bail and all kind of different things. And him never have to beg her to give up the youth. She have to give up the youth. Here him say, we don't have to coax. That is not necessary. It wouldn't be begging. It wouldn't be necessary to negotiate with her to give up the son. Because we don't have to coax her. We don't have to coax her. She had to hand him over. You don't understand? She is obliged to hand him over. And afterward, the man, the journalist said, but the police said they help him for get away and help him to escape. The Assistant Commissioner said, even if he was assisted, what he did was wrong. Even if the policeman let him go and send him out, what he did is wrong, and therefore he must all get more charge. More charge on top of that. Can you imagine? So it is. Yeah, man, we're going to play this. We can play this for him, man. Although we played since week and we are at the station playing it also. We did tell her that the miniskirts is them look alright, and the pants is, but there's a prices feed. And Michigan or Smile going to remind you again. Yes, man, chicken go up. I'm on it off alright. She not abscond, She just succumb for a little while today. Chicken virus and chicken out like straight up.
I'll give thanks and praise unto the Most High, because so much of it that pertains unto a man. Because all these things are abomination to the Lord God. Yeah. Cause every day the girls dress up in her trousers. I say, what happened to your skirts and blouses? Why can't I man see you in your dresses? Cause these things unto judge and all pleases. And every day them a worship vanities. And your greatest lust is jewelries. Mind you lick you with diseases, dangerous diseases.
Yes, enough of that. We're not run remote from our liquor system, man. A little joke around. Yes, we can have our numbers. Do you have any phone call here? Let's run the numbers, please. Straight up. I'm your host, Jerry Small, by the way. And we broadcast live from the studios of News Talk 93 FM on the Mona campus of the News. By the way, talking about the Mona campus of the University of West Indies. The other day I come through the gate, you know. Was it about a week ago or more? Coming through the gate, the post office gate. Good morning, Mr. Maureen. Thank you very much. Coming through the post office gate at the University of West Indies, and when I look, I see like a coming through a lake district, you know, like in East Africa, you have some lake district all in Ethiopia. Whole heap of lake near to one another. A whole district of lake. When I look, I see a whole heap of about 5 different little mini lake. But them wasn't liquid anyway. But it looked like red mud lake. I see about 5 different big patch, you know, some of them 2, 3, 4 feet across. Reddish material, look like red dirt. So I said to myself, say, this look like when citizens decide to, you know, repair some potholes in their area. But I said to myself, say, you wouldn't have the citizens of Augustown and the surrounding places coming to the university and repairing potholes, but it looked very much like when citizens decide to do something about pothole in them here and them throw like a gravel or like a mall or like a thing in there. So hold it for a few days till it drive out, you know, the wheel them chip it out or like a wind rush it out. And then on the other hand, the red dirt, the reddish color of the filling of the potholes that I saw from the post office gate come up to the first sleeping policeman. It coming strange to me because although the style look like a citizen style, maybe by the people in the surrounding area, I know that the surrounding areas don't carry no whole heap of red dirt. I know Crossdale behind Berry have a 1 and 2 spot where you can find some red dirt, but not many places. So I was wondering what it was all about, you know. And then, now a few days later, it could be a week or more later, it has been revealed to me that this was a project, and it's a project that was initiated by one of the star minister of the government, Philip Paul here, came up to the university there and did a big launch of a new material that them say would be very good in the patching of potholes and patching of roads. Matter of fact, it was a big occasion where the road down there, the entrance, the post office entrance to the university was blocked off, cordoned off, whole heap of camera and a whole heap of circumstance and pump and thing. And the minister himself probably shovel out the first row shovel of this material. Apparently, he's out of the research at the university itself, where some material, and I suspect, you know, because we did hear something about the usefulness of the red mud residue in various ways, including iron deposits and various deposits of material that are recoverable, but also about the use of it in building and in mixing malt and all them kind of things. I suspect that probably university did engage in some experimentation around that. So Paul will full out the pothole them with a whole heap of pump and circumstance and cameras and lights and action and cordon off the road and block off the gate. And then when somebody pointed out to me and I go around there, the whole of the pothole them, the dirt, the material wash out of them within some days. And them probably a little deeper than before. And you see the material scatter around the place. Why is it? It's an embarrassment when if you go and prepare something, then the University of West Indies, I'm sure that they did some tests. They must have done some tests before and pour them in some little hole or some little, you know, place, pavement that, or even put an artificial thing and pour them in there and make them dry. And make them stay there if them need a day for dry or 2 days for dry. And test the material. And if it stand up properly, if it don't stand up, you do what it needs to do and improve it. And if it stand up properly, you have it there and you watch it over some days. Because I was involved in concrete testing, you know, when I was working in the building industry. I mean, also you have to do some tests. Every batch of concrete that you sell to customers, you have to take a sample. You are obliged to take samples of the concrete. And you have at least 3 different samples in some cube. And after 24 hours, you break one of the cube and see how well it stand up. And you break the next one after like 3 days. And you break the next one after like a week or more. And you're supposed to have various strengths and toughness develop over the time. The longer it stay there, various strengths and toughness stand up to. And didn't the university run some tests? Or did the minister rush them because he had a timetable to meet, or maybe was flying out the next day or the next week and he want to do it before he fly out? the half, what them call it, half cock. Did Paul well go off half cock with that? Or did the university need more time before them prove the thing? Before them prove the material that it can stand up? We must learn some lessons from the different experiences. Not even mistake. Not only mistake you must learn from. Experiences. Learn from your experiences. Yes, we should. Myself included. Learn from your experiences and use them. Use them as a method to improve, either as a method of improvement or a method or a basis on which to judge yourself or to measure movement. Because if something is too strong, you make it a little weaker. And if something is too weak, you make it a little stronger according to what you need. Because not everything you need overstrength, you know. Something can be overstrength, yeah. Something can be overstrength. Even bricks can be too sharp. Brakes can be useless by being too soft, and they can be dangerous by being too sharp. You understand me? True me attack or what? Well, let's go to the break. I'm so sorry. We had 2 phone calls waiting there. I hope them don't expire themselves. Let's go for a break and come back.
News Talk 93 FM. Heard everywhere.
Yes, good morning and welcome back to Straight Up. Good morning. Hello.
Morning, Jerry.
Sorry for holding so long. Never remember say I was there.
The red dirt thing.
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you where they're behind that. You see this rare earth thing?
Yeah.
Remember, say over Oak Garden, they might do the extraction of the mineral, you know. The Japanese, them, you know.
Yeah.
So it must be a pile up over there now. And it's a way they might find to dump it off. That plant, they shouldn't the upper Oak Garden, you know. That kind of, them kind of earth there, it and the flowers, them, and the kind of life we over Oak Garden side, they now go too green.
Yeah.
And that was pointed out from early.
Yeah.
Apparently it's a pile up over there now. And this is a way to dump it off.
Well, you don't want to tell no lie on pile, well, you know.
No, but alright, the same red mud thing there, solution for patch road. It's supposed to have a concrete mix.
Yeah, of course.
So
it must.
It's supposed to red dirt by itself. I not saw the thing go.
No. I wasn't there, but when I first noticed it, it's some red dirt in the pothole. It never look moist, it never look compact neither, like it have some adhesive or some binding agent neither.
Exactly. Little cement thing in it.
But moisture too can't just have cement. Moisture must in there.
Yeah. Because it's a thing where them use it in other parts of the world. The same after the backside thing go on there.
Yeah.
Instead of have the red mud lake, you have some country where really use it with a mixture of cement.
Yes, but tell me something now.
Yes.
Before you had such a big launch of it,
yes.
You must have some tests under controlled circumstances and conditions.
Yeah, but the way you are described, it not sound like that. To listen to what me I tell you, the red dirt starts to a pile up over where them are doing. And you have to find somewhere to put the red.
But you can't put it there without water. More flour and water.
Well, moving right along.
You know, say it absorbs most of the time.
Yeah.
The red dirt absorbs most of the time. Go ahead.
South Africa.
Yeah.
There must be some 8 nuclear plants from Russia in it.
Yeah.
Could cost between 31 and 38 billion dollars.
Yeah.
Well, some people are complaining already, say it's going to put the country in a debt and all kind of thing. I don't know how you see that.
I have to know more about it. And is a second-hand plant or is a first-hand plant?
No, them are going to build them brand new.
Yeah, I don't know much about it.
South Africa have a serious energy problem.
Yeah.
Even though them right next door Angola. And to me I say, a time for we African people start out them things then. it's not right for South Africa, then next door Angola, we have so much oil and a suspect natural gas.
Well, hear me now. Most likely it's the white South African them making some of these decisions here. I remember that the white South African is not an African. Yes. It's a South African, but not an African. But thank you very much. Yes, sir?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello?
Greetings, Jerry.
Wait, go on. Yes, Quasi.
Well, the honored Mario Dean's life.
Yes.
Very well, apparently.
Yes?
On the news, you know, that we're getting.
Yeah.
It was a good ceremony and good words were said.
Yeah.
But now that that has happened, I think that we should look at what is the cause of this long history, you know, of police brutality, murder, you know, and how do we move to prevent it or even to understand it, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can't put it down to racism because it's like black on black violence, you know.
Yeah.
But I think a clue is that the people who are dying are mostly young men who are black and poor.
Yeah.
And that, I think that this killing, which has been going on unabated. I remember coming to Kingston, Nigeria from country.
Yeah.
And going to a football match.
And you know that you went to Rossi's.
Huh?
He went to Rossi's, you know.
No, I went to.
No, Mario Dean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I went to infant school in that same building down by Fort Charlotte in
Fort Charlotte, yes.
Right.
Yes.
And anyway, I was on the way to the football match, and I happened to see police assassinate a man. Two of the police were holding him on either side of him, and the third one just pumped some shot in him.
Wow.
And then they allowed him to run, and he pumped a couple more, and then he fell.
And this is decades ago?
Yeah, man, this is like 69, you know?
That is just after Shearer instruct them to do that.
And I tell you, man,
you remember when Shearer instruct them?
On the ground, and he was panting, breathing, and they did nothing to move him until the people urged them. And when they put him in the back of the car and drive him off, they were stopping in our side, the lane further. Several times they did that, and then they heard that he ended up arriving dead at hospital.
Dead on arrival.
Mm-hmm. So, Jerry, the very fact that this black young man is showing you that this is arising from a historically posited inequality.
Yeah.
And it's that inequality that separates the people into the us and the them. I heard you were talking about the two Jamaicas recently.
Yeah.
There's one Jamaica with a great deal of inequality that has people so-called in the upper bracket economically, looking down on the people, historically, looking down on the people in the lower economic brackets, and having an us and them kind of separation. You know, that's why Rasta, I and I refer to in the plural, you know, to get away from the us and them.
Yeah, well.
But this division is driving that type of happenings there. That is the basis of these things continuing.
But I know that because wherever there is scarcity, especially in Jamaica, you're going to have scarce benefits. And if safety and security is scarce, you're going to organize, who have the control, going to organize so the security forces protect them in their areas, so they concentrate themselves living in certain areas, and the police mostly protect them at night time, and at daytime the police mostly protect the business place of them that might be in other areas. And then now there's not enough police to protect everybody. So when police come into your areas, they come into your areas to hunt people who are wanted, and then frequently treat the citizens of that area just like the wanted man.
But what happens there is that they look at them generally as being worthless and surplus. You know, I mean, extermination is always at the back of this thing. You know, reducing numbers. You know, kill out all of the bad man. Them, for example, is extermination. You know.
Yeah.
And this is what we have to look at. You know, is what is causing this inequality to continue, and what can we do about it? You know, and so because that will lead to the solution of this kind of thing. You know, because that we have to tackle. And I don't think I have enough time today.
No.
But definitely we have to look at what is the basis in our history, in our economy, in our society, in our politics that allows this thing to continue unabated from year to year.
Yeah, shortage, yes. Well, thank you. Next time we're going at some more, yeah? Thank you very much. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Salam.
Yes, sir.
Pretender.
Yes, sir.
Greetings, Brother Jerry. How are you now?
Fine, thank you.
Give thanks and praise and big up the New Start Medicine family, both internationally and locally.
Yeah, man.
Yes, red dirt fever.
Yeah.
I remember when that project was launched, and I saw them on the TV when they were in action. And what they were saying, remember that they wanted to use concrete versus asphalt?
Yeah.
But they were saying that this red dirt is the ideal material, better than the concrete and better than the asphalt.
Yeah.
And to prove their point, they used it as a test run up at the UE.
Yeah.
You see what I'm about?
From the road?
From the road.
How long ago?
To be honest with you, I couldn't tell you the exact date.
Yeah, but
I know Mr. Paul was present.
Recently?
Yeah. I don't know, a month ago or so.
Yes, man. It's either that or less, yeah.
Yes, but it was highly recognized and publicized. So therefore now I am looking to hear some positive results, not knowing that a man like Bongo Jerry now go straight tonight.
Yeah.
Right?
What it do, you know?
Yes.
It slow me down that I never run over the sleeping policeman too fast. So maybe there's a method in the madness.
So tell me something now.
Yeah.
That material versus the concrete or the asphalt, how do you play?
Me? No, what first thing I know, I used to work in a quality control in a concrete company, and I know that the first thing you're supposed to do, if you're doing a new batch, like we're pouring some concrete for the house them over Portmore. I don't know if you know that those prefabricated houses over there, I don't know about other places, but the prefabricated houses are made out of a concrete that is much tougher than the usual concrete,
Yeah.
But so you make the mix of concrete before, and you test it. And if it meets your standards and is like you want a 5,000 quality concrete, and when you test it, it can withstand 7,000 pounds.
Yes.
You reduce some of the material because you're using more than enough material to fulfill the needs, and therefore you're putting more expense into the thing that you don't need to. So you reduce it, and if it is not enough, you increase it until it is just in the neighborhood of what you need, but not below,
Sure.
And then you make it dry for some time, and you prove it like how a baker would have baked something, or any cook, varying in a menu, varying either the time or the ingredients in a menu. Test it before the time, and afterwards you do the taste test. You do the test with. I'm talking too long, but you know the test.
No, man, let's go educate us, man.
Because even the word taste come from the root mean test, And that's how you test us, and when you prove the thing, you use it. But you can have people test something and it make right, and then when them go out on the road, them short up the ingredients, For sometimes down to the gas where you get it, either being more water than when them they test it, or sometimes you're getting less than a liter and don't know.
Yeah. But then, Jerry, it sounded from information that they were giving us that was a process that they went through with this red dirt.
With the previous batch.
The ideal thing. So ideal.
Yeah.
They're going to test it at the University of the West Indies.
So what you tell me, say Paul will have goat mouth or
But then no. When it comes to the test now, Bongo Jerry, here we are this morning now.
Yeah.
When you know what giving your version and the result of what you see.
You get F. Voila, let's go for a break.
News Talk 93 FM, heard everywhere. The time on News Talk 93 FM is 9:45.
Yes, welcome back to Straight Up. Are you there, sir?
Yes, man, I'm still here, my brother.
I think you take up your book, the manga, and like how.
No.
When we say get F,
we leave her.
No, I say when we say we get F, I mean we're talking about Roger Clark kind of F. We're not talking about nothing below the belt. We're talking about say if it was the last thing them should have done before Roger Clark get is to give him that assignment to test them concrete there. because that concrete fail.
True.
Well, I don't want him call it concrete. Yes, sir.
Yeah, because, I mean, the idea, you know, was to find something that would outdo the concrete and the asphalt.
Yeah.
You know, because remember the road going to Flatbridge.
Yeah.
A portion of it is built by concrete.
Yeah, man.
Not true.
Yeah, man. Between
and that's a testing ground too, you know.
Between Flatbridge and I think it's right where right near to where you have the pom-pom. You know pom-pom?
Yeah.
It's right near to where them have the pom-pom rock. Cause you know, so we can't talk in everything. It's about a mile of road. Eh? Hello?
Yeah, man. I hear you. Go ahead. We hear you.
No, I go already.
All right. Yeah. So I am saying now that launching something at the University of the West Indies is that you are saying this is tested and proven.
Hey, you get the seal of the approval of the UWI.
Most definitely. Because to use that as a dumping ground, I wouldn't even think about that.
So look like Paul well born for law.
Well,
him never born for shop. Him never born for shop. Him never born. Hold on. Him never born for shovel. You know, so Mr. Perkins did have a yard man who named Ginal. And him always tell Mr. Perkins say, when Mr. Perkins say, boy, you're a smart man, you know, you do gardener work. Him say, me never born for machete, you know. Me born for law. But that's true, my parents never have it. But you can't say, Paul will never definitely never born for shovel. Him born for law.
But and if you talk about that,
yeah.
What a warm up Warmington give them the place where they are, man.
What they want?
You know, you were going in the House of Parliament recently.
Up in the upper chamber or the lower chamber?
I think at the upper one, you know.
No, man, Warmington not in the upper chamber. It's the bottom the bottom chamber I'm using.
He was talking about the Mario Dean incident.
Yes, and how that caused uproar.
Well, I don't think he was saying anything that never transpired.
Yeah, what caused it?
Why is that? One is saying that under one government it wouldn't have happened that way, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
And then the other side now take it now as a kind of offense.
Yeah.
And then one alabalu because of that. And it is a matter that could be really straightened out, because if a man attack the truth.
Yes, but how it end up? How it end up?
It end up that them call up the whole session.
They call up a session?
Yes.
That time the sound, hold on it. That time the sound string up everything.
Yes, man. I remember that, you know.
So he dance slap. He dance.
The one who was vocal at the funeral, wasn't he?
Vocalist.
You remember?
No, but Mr. Smith said Warmington drunk.
Right, but then I wonder why is he drunk? Because Tom can't drunk, but Tom the most fool.
No, but what should happen? Him shouldn't just lock down the session and plug out the sound. Don't you say him plug out the sound? Don't them lock down the sound.
Lock down the sound.
But what them should I do? You should have a method in the chimney then, or where if it's suspected say somebody is talking under the influence of alcohol or mad puss, punch,
yeah.
You give them a breathalyzer test.
Yes.
And if them fall within the range of the test, you make them go and talk. Otherwise,
true.
You give them a ticket.
Yes, sir. I agree with that totally, my brother.
All right, make we adjourn. Can we adjourn till later?
No problem, brother. Big up Jamaica Set Speed. Saying up there and their family.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Jerry, where you at?
What go on, sir?
Yeah, listen to the program, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard the news this morning about this Jamaican Kenyan.
Yeah.
In Kenya, I think his mother is a Kenyan and his father is a Jamaican dreadlock.
Yeah.
A Rasta man.
Yeah.
And the Kenyan school is turning back the youth.
Yeah.
That is a dreadlock, he mustn't come to school.
Yeah.
Well, that's a disgrace, that thing, man.
It happening in Jamaica too?
In modern Kenya.
Nobody happening in Jamaica too?
It happened here but long time ago.
No man, you have some school not going to allow no dreadlocks youth in Jamaica.
Very shameful thing, eh?
You don't accept that you have some schools in Jamaica still.
Yeah, so I understand that's some backward school, eh?
Yeah.
Remember one time they never want Rasta man to fly here Jamaica.
Yeah. Until the pilot when him bats. Well, not until it's him make them start raise up road because he's a great pilot and him start growing locks.
Yeah.
You remember him name Bats?
I didn't remember his name, but I remember one time they...
Yeah man, Bats.
Yeah man. I look more.
Thank you very much, yeah?
Yeah man.
Good morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello? Hello?
Okay.
Yes sir, how are you doing?
Not bad at all. Two things, you see?
Yes sir.
I want to talk about the school and the dreadlocks, but before I go to that,
Yeah.
we were talking about roads, concrete roads, right?
Yeah, yes.
And they were talking about the red mud lake, using the red mud from the red mud lake too.
Yeah, to mix a mixture, yeah. A mortar.
They would mix it with concrete, or what?
No, they wouldn't mix it with concrete. They would mix it with cement. Most likely with cement or some other binding agent, and then a liquid to help create the binding effect.
Oh, I see. They have tested that already.
Well, most likely it was tested even by the university or by the Hope Gardens experiment, but maybe frequently on the spot or into the truck that carried the mixture there, the batching was not done according to the formula. That happened all the while. That happened sometime, you know. So everything.
I'm a person who have to test concrete.
Yeah.
When it comes to the site, you know.
Yeah.
And you know the concrete that would normally order, we expect that they would send that specified concrete.
Yeah.
The 3,000 psi.
Yes.
And 2,500 psi, whatever.
Yeah, and it mustn't too soupy, or it mustn't too...
The right to water content and all of that.
Yeah, man.
It must be involved, you know, but...
Yeah. And more time you have to vibrate it too.
Well, vibration is a part of the thing, but again, reinforcement also might be necessary because it depends on the subgrade.
You mean say you want to start put steel meshing in a pothole?
Well, steel mesh, right? That is a good thing to use in it. That's expensive than...
Well, that's not a pothole again, man.
No, we're not talking about pothole. We're talking about roads. Right? Especially if the subgrade is a sort of soft subgrade, right?
Well, if it's a road now, you know, say you have to roll it properly.
Well, yes.
And we're heavy.
And build up a good subgrade before you cast the concrete.
But what you want to find out now, say you know, say only 1 minute you have left, because the amount of time we spend our...
The other thing is, you see, when it comes to school, you see?
Yes.
School is supposed to have rules. When you get big and leave school, you can go by your locks, dreadlocks and things, but school, because everybody would do what they want and things like that at school. So when you go in school, we must expect that school have rules.
Yeah.
And, you know, although you might be a dreadlock, you cut your child, your boy here, and let them go. When them get...
No, man, if you don't want to cut them, you find another solution. You don't have to do nothing like that.
Why?
You find another solution. Or you make a school that accept dreadlocks.
Well, and they have a school for that.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Well, thank you very much.
Okay.
But by the way, you think they made creep off Hilika, you, Jesus said?
Huh?
You think they made creep off Jesus said, the man, boy?
Jesus with another right?
Answer yes or no. Did they creep off him?
We talk about that another time, though.
By the time you catch up and go read back. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello?
Morning, Bongo Jerry.
Welcome, go on.
What's happening, brother?
Fine, thank you.
Yes, you listened to the interview with Mr. Lawn this morning?
A part of it, yes,
well,
sir.
It was so good, man, I tell you. He raised quite a few points, you know, about the handling of prisoners in custody and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know, by police and the inhumane conditions what they live under.
Yeah.
You know, and he was saying that it was good that the family didn't take the money and so on.
Yeah, it was better, of course. It was
yes,
best.
because by taking it,
yeah,
they have a way that they would say, boy, look at what we have done for you. Saying that this person
yes
had come down and they said that at one of the time they were saying thing that boy had taken them and what they were doing for him and all that side.
Yeah.
So we don't want that and thing like that.
Yeah, next thing them call you marker dog.
Exactly. Big up yourself, Mr. Lawn. Big up. You're a very good lawyer, right? And you're well respected and so on and things like that. I heard you mention Michael Batts, Mr. Michael Batts.
Yes.
You know what he used to say, Bunga Jerry, when he used to bring down the planes?
No.
May I come down with the iron bird?
May I tell you?
Rugged pilot, I tell you now. Bunga Jerry. I wonder what happened to him.
Eh?
I wonder what happened to him. He's still out here?
I don't know. I used to see him for a while after, but
he's one of the best pilots that here Jamaica has ever had.
That's what I hear.
I tell you, Bunga Jerry, when he is flying, man, the gentleman, he's so articulate.
Yeah.
You know? And, such a good pilot, man. I mean, he's commander of the aircraft and so.
And as Perkins used to say at the time, when him taking a plane, him don't try to find out whether the pilot a white man or black man or them thing. Him only want to know so the pilot fly good.
Yes, the pilot fly good.
And if him want to fly him locks, that's not enough for him concern. Him only want to know so he can fly the plane.
He was discriminated against,
Yeah.
That's why, he lost his job. I said, but he's a very, very good pilot, man. I mean, that gentleman, your boy, to be really good,
Yeah, well, we're coming in for landing here now.
Yes.
And we're going for the 10 a.m. headline news. Thank you very much. Yes,
okay, Mongo, sir. Good. Take care of yourself.
Straight up. I'll fly right.
News Talk 93 FM. Heard everywhere.
Yes, welcome back to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small. We have some text messages here. This one is from yesterday. Jerry, we who live on Adair Drive in Waterford are living in hell with dust. They are working on the road for the past 3 months and all know it can't finish. Pure mal dust, Jerry, night and day. We can't take no more of it, I can't imagine. Because suffering the inconvenience of mal dust is not an easy thing. And the mal dust so fine, some it's so fine that it find it way all through the window crevice them when the window them close down. Find the way through the window crevice when the window close down and in your house all over your things, mal dust. I can imagine how the people in Adair Drive feeling in Waterford for the last 3 months. Next one. JUTC has just charged me $40 for a $30 ticket. Shame, JUTC. I don't know, I understand that them shame tree get run over by a bus. Or them throw the shame tree under the bus. Next one. Jerry, single mothers are under pressure with a sliding dollar. Money what? Money guana. What is this word, man? Money guana. What is it? I don't know what it is. Next one. Good morning, Jerry. You need to check out the transitions with the wharf. Something looks fishy. Transitions? I wonder which transitions are these. Next one. Mr. Small, the virus is chikungunya. Break the word into syllables and then put them together and then call the word. Chikungunya. Yes, that's quite easy and simple, not true? Next one. Morning, Mr. Small. Everyday listener. Love the program, but don't like when you get Wanga vex. Give him his time. And if him don't make any sense, cut him call. Good day. You know, that reminds me. I wonder if Wanga got it, if him dep on the Fluxy Week business. For a couple days now, him not function. Him dep on the Fluxy Week. Next one. Good day to you, Jerry. Could you please send birthday greetings to my one and only son, Tevin Lewis, who is a chef at Sandals White House, from his mom, dad, and sister, and the rest of the family. Yes, Tevin Lewis at White House Sandals, chef. Supposed to be a birthday today. Greetings from the whole of the family, especially your mother and father and sister. And we're going to, supposed to be having Mrs. Jennifer Edwards, or yeah, I think it's Miss Jennifer Edwards of the Solid Waste, National Solid Waste Management Agency in a few minutes to discuss and clarify some things. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello. Morning, welcome, Straight Up, hello. Are you there? Go ahead, please. Not there? A little difficult to the phone. Come on. By the way, the other day, talk about Wanga got me here. I was listening to Cliff Hughes in the evening. I hear him talking one day. Him answer the phone from Wanga got and hear him on the phone argue with Jerry Small on Jerry Small program. And that is days after about 5 different people that tell me about that, you know. Yes, good morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello?
Yes, Jerry.
Yes, sir, how are you doing?
All right, I'm going to say all right. I'm going to ask for it because from morning, me hear your sound and giving off sound, so let me say you're all right.
Yes, sir.
Good. Tell me, the story about Bat, the pilot.
Yeah.
The story that I heard is that when he's supposed to give report of his altitude and certain condition of the flying, he say, I'm going to fly high.
Yeah?
Yes, you know, I hear that?
Then that kind of report, you know.
No, say, I'm going to fly high. And that's where talk, man. You have an international language where pilot talk, English language where most pilot talk. Let's say you say report properly.
Yes.
You can't about I'm going to fly high.
Then what them call here Jamaica?
No, what them call we. I know what them call.
What them call here? What here Jamaica emblem did name?
Here Jamaica.
The emblem.
What is Dr. Bird?
No, Dr. Bird, man. I love Bird. You don't get A for that. You know you get for that.
All right, same Bird.
Yes, sir.
I love our doctor.
Yeah.
All right.
And everything about Jamaica, one love and language change. Language and usage change gradually.
I understand, man.
Yes.
I understand, but if you know, say you're supposed to say certain things, we're going to talk about I am gonna fly high boat.
All right, Roger.
What, you gone?
No.
Right.
Roger no means say you're gone.
All right. So, next let me talk about something else.
Oh, you're gone then?
No, because...
Roger. All right, over and out.
All right, cool.
Thank you. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello?
Morning, sir, how are you?
Welcome, sir.
Regards to the thing this morning, the thing with Lloyd B. Smith and Mr. in Parliament.
Yes, sir, Lloyd B. Smith and Warmington.
Right. I see Mr. Lloyd B. Smith trying to not allow certain people to talk in Parliament that seem not to be in a fair manner, you know.
Yeah?
Yes, man. Sometimes they bring up things. He's saying, some people are saying what he was talking about is in court and he shouldn't be saying it. But didn't they say that what they say in Parliament don't not affect anything they can
Not only that, you remind me of something. Not only that, some of them, same one, said that the Parliament is the highest court.
Right. See? So when they try to shut up some set and allow some set to talk, I don't really agree with that.
But on the other hand, Lloyd B. Smith said something that you can't take it for a joke, but it have to take seriously. He stated categorically that Warmington was drunk. And another time when it wasn't so plain, but I heard it listening carefully, he was saying to the parliamentarian, while other people were shouting, I have reason to believe that he is under the influence of alcohol. And he said things like that over and over. Maybe it is true. Maybe Lloyd B. Smith did have some reason to believe that. Then now Omar Davis and Peter Bunting go hug him up, go put them hand round to him different shoulder, friend him up and keep him quiet. I think they must say I'll walk him out for a little fresh air. But could it be true that he was under the influence? What do you think?
I think since he can make that statement, he should be willing to carry through it full length and find out if he was or not. Right?
Yeah.
So that sounds like an accusation to me of the man. Right? And if you're going to accuse the man, you should try to test it. Right? And if it's proven to be so, then something has to be done.
But you know, say just like some police station, like many police stations in Jamaica, the parliament itself have a bar right inside the center. You know?
It's allowed for them to go there and talk.
Them have a bar which serve liquor.
Yes.
And then them have a next bar up at the front of the house, right in front of the speaker. What they call the bar of the house.
You mean that thing they take in and out?
Eh?
You mean
no, that are the mace. That are the mace that come in like a pepper spray, mace.
Okay.
But if you not behave, them lick in your head with it.
Alright.
I'm not joking at the Queen one, but
yes.
Anyhow it come out of the parliament have to close down, you know. Anyhow that mace there, leave out of the building. Parliament have to stop immediately, you know. Because at the Queen organ.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
But sir, I think you should...
Or a prince, or the Duke of Edinburgh organ.
But making an accusation like that, shouldn't he try to prove it and then do something about it? Because if he's intoxicated, we don't want them to be doing that all the time. We need to stop it.
No. But in pronunciation improved, you know. You know?
His pronunciation improved.
Warmington pronunciation improved because one time he was saying So them argue them and him said that is not the issue. And Dean appeared to have correct him about proper English and say, no issue. Issue. But clearly I heard him yesterday say issue. He never said no issue this time. But but he mispronouncing all the while. Look, one time him say Ronnie tweets. One time him make some mention to the biggest crook in certain no, I think it was Mr. Rod. I think it's Mr. Rod. He was about being the biggest. No. Well, him say something about the biggest crook in Portland. But when them ask him what him say him never say crook. Him say cook. So that man mispronounce all the while.
I don't know. You know another thing, but before I go?
Yeah.
Mr. Lloyd B was in at the funeral a couple of days before, right?
Yes, sir.
And saying what is fair and what is not fair.
Yeah.
And I don't find it to be fair that a man stand up to say something and you're not allowing the man to say it. I mean, if you allow him to say it, it might only take 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But then when we carry on with what went on there, it took quite a number of minutes. And because you really didn't want the man to say what he said, you actually ended the session. I cannot see what good that had done.
And the two of them was talking about the same thing, you know. Because Lloyd B. Smith, when you were referring to Lloyd B. Smith's speech, it was at Maria Dean funeral. And then Warmington now was talking about the funeral in the parliament yesterday.
And he doesn't want him to talk about it.
Well, I forgot to listen it back properly. Thank you very much, yes, sir.
All right, sir.
I have another caller. Good morning. And welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Morning, Mr. Small.
Welcome, sir. How are you doing?
Not too bad. All right. Me a call back about this education thing here, you know. I mean, you say you're going to probably try and make it a topic one of these days.
Yes.
But the reason why I'm staying on top of it is because it's an ongoing discussion with myself and a few people who listen to the show. You understand?
Yes, sir.
And as I say, we're trying to straighten our position on the issue.
Yes, yes.
You understand? All right. Let me clarify a little thing, too. We're not merely just looking at the issue of one getting some knowledge, you know. But yeah. I guess we're looking also at the cost.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about, we call it now, mass training or educating without meaningful chances of employment.
Yes, training people in fields that they're not going to get no job or not going to produce anything.
Yes, and one of the areas that we're looking at is at what cost.
Yeah.
What expense, both financial and time.
Yeah.
You understand? I mean, we're getting the feedback from probably one or two callers. We can't even differentiate if it's one or two people that will comment on it sometime.
Yeah.
That we're probably knocking the whole business of a person getting some knowledge. And we're not, in fact, I'm a person, I try to learn every single day. And I know that you can learn something today and you benefit from that learning years after.
Yeah.
You understand? But we're looking at it at the where cost is concerned.
Yeah.
Should we continue to borrow the money, have the student loan hanging over our head, you know, and no meaningful employment? I guess is one of the areas that we're really actually looking at, you know. So anybody would think we're saying that you shouldn't go out and get some knowledge. That's not the issue.
No.
You understand? It's the cost of which, you know, we think.
Yeah, the cost at which you get that.
Yeah,
and then now the length of time over which now you're going to take to recover that. Is it worth it?
Yeah, you know, I guess that's it. And I say I'm just trying to keep it open and clearing it up, you know, because I say we're just trying to strengthen our position.
Yeah.
And the issue, you know, people trying to make the decision whether or not it's really worthwhile for them kids, you know. So
yes, and one of the best things, even different from the kids, one of the best things is to find out from any caller who is interested in this topic, to give an example of their life and how their basic education paid off. You know, basic education being either all-age school or high school. How did it pay off in the next 5 years after them leave school in terms of them getting a job or getting to the next entry level of education and them kind of way?
Yeah, another little thing, I'm not sure if you know or not. Up by an institution like here now, you have people who would coach individuals in this regard. In the States, I guess them call them counselors or something that help you to really make sure that you're going in the right direction, you know?
I think, yes, I believe.
It's just a numbers game to full up
No,
classroom.
I believe that services like that are available at University of West Indies. I believe so. But but a lot of people probably not even aware that them available, or some of them don't make use of it. But thank you very much. Here, sir.
Yes, all right. Brother,
yeah, keep in touch with the topic there. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello. Morning. Welcome. Straight Up. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
Yeah, how you doing?
Fine, thank you. How you doing?
Sir. You say you went on the university yesterday and the patch they have there in those potholes were all dug up.
It's this morning. I noticed it from a few days ago, but I did not. It's just today. I got the information that it was a project. I thought it was just some people just pull up a pothole with dirt, with dry dirt. But it's today I found out that it was a big project, big special project.
All around the campus?
I don't know if it's all around. There's a stretch from the post office gate up to the first intersection above the post office gate. We're about 5 holes of various sizes from about 18, 20 inches across to one about 3, 4 feet. And all of them were empty and scattered with just a stain of the redness. Just a stain of the redness and a few little grains of the dirt in the craters, you know.
Okay, what I heard, you see,
yeah,
is that development or that patch was being done by a director in the National Center for Environmental and Nuclear Sciences.
Yes, yes.
That resides on the campus there, right?
Oh, yeah?
One Dr. Richard Annels.
Yes.
In conjunction with a professor from University of Coventry.
Yeah, yeah.
So they said this patch is consists of gypsum, red mud, spent lime, and earth.
Yeah.
And it should last longer than the road path that we currently use.
Yeah.
But it takes.
Now, apart from the lime, because the lime don't must be in a liquid form. What liquid content or component was supposed to be there?
Well, I don't know. 60% of the scent lime. No, sorry, 10% of the scent lime.
Yeah.
10% gypsum.
Yeah.
60% red mud.
Yeah.
And 20% earth.
Yeah. Dirt. Yeah.
Dirt, yes. It takes 24 hours to dry.
Yeah.
So could it be a case that they had filled those holes just a short period before rain fell?
All that
problem.
All that. But I did some work in a concrete for the better part of a decade. And I know that there are various precautions you can take in those cases, especially in rainy season. But when I saw them first, them never appeared like a mortar to me. It looked quite dry. When I say dry, it looked quite in a powder form when I saw them first, when I noticed them first. It never appeared like a mortar that was a mixture that dry out.
Well, they say that 50 meters, a 50-meter stretch was used, the part was used to do some patching.
Yeah.
Around near the International Center and the university.
International Center, which one is that?
International Center for Environmental and Nuclear Science.
Oh.
They have done a testing up there already.
I imagine that they would have done tests before the official thing.
So could you look at that place to see how it is?
All right, thank you for guiding me, dear sir.
Apart from that, you could call, because the Challenger went up some years ago, right?
That is a spacecraft.
And blew up.
Yeah, after having gone up successfully many times before.
Yes, they haven't stopped going up there now for the find what was the fault, eh?
Yes.
So there might be a fault in the lane of this path. So find out from Dr. Richard Annels now.
Yeah, that would be good. Can you take a note of that? Dr. what? Take a note of this name for me, please.
Dr. Richard Annels.
How you spell Annels?
A-N-L-E-L-S.
A-N-N-E-L-S.
Yes.
Annels, Richard Annels. Very important. Dr. Richard Annels. And what is the department again?
International Center.
International Center for Environmental
and Nuclear Sciences.
And Nuclear Sciences. It's very important.
Yes.
Please let us get in touch with him today.
Okay, yeah. Yes, man.
Now, I think we have our guest here, Miss Jennifer Edwards, of the National Director. Is he there? Not there? Let us check again. We're supposed to we're expecting Miss Jennifer Edwards of the National Solid Waste Management Authority to give us an update on garbage collection issues. Who do we have? No, we're going to have another delay. Do we have any other call in the meantime? It was, I don't know if it's refreshing. It was interesting to hear that probably the most well-known Muslim cleric, Muslim, you know, like I said, the equivalent of priest and pastor in the Islamic world, the most well-known Muslim cleric in Jamaica. I don't remember what his title is, but his name is El Faisal, that Jamaican-born Muslim who was deported from England, I think, in 2007. That he made a recording and broadcast it on the internet, appealing to the IS, the Islamic State people, appealing to them to spare the life of the latest captive that them have, who them probably preparing for beheading. And he's saying that this British-born person is a good Samaritan and should not be beheaded or executed anyway. And he's not only a good Samaritan, but he's a sympathizer of the Islamic faith and brotherhood. And he's saying that if they execute such a man, it will backfire. The execution will backfire and do more harm than good to the Islamic world, and especially the IS. Because to do so would not be Islamic, and he quoted from the scriptures of the Islamic people, the Quran. Quoted in reference to that kind of action, that such things will not have a reward, but they will have, contrary to a reward, they will have a penalty and a drawback. Yes, we welcome Mr. Jennifer Edwards here now, the Director of the National Solid Waste Management Authority. Mr. Edwards, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Jerry. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you doing?
I am giving God thanks.
Yes.
Alive and well.
Yes, you know that, well, you would know more than anybody else that there are so many complaints about garbage being not collected over long periods of time, all over, even in some surprising areas that we haven't seen these things frequently, like Mona Heights and all that kind of thing. But you said that you want to give an update.
Well, it really is, yes, trying to give an update to first of all separate two things. There is this general term of garbage that is used, and in a lot of the areas where most of the complaints come from, Mona being one of them, a lot of the waste that is not collected is grass cuttings.
Grass cuttings. Right. And also, tell me something, building material waste, you wouldn't call that garbage either?
We don't call it garbage. It's not part of our collection mandate.
Yes, yes.
And there is also always quite a bit of that. Unfortunately, there is no structured places for the use of those material. And so we take it into Riverton, but at the cost of the generator of the waste.
So, especially after the partial break of the drought here, with fairly regular showers, wouldn't really call them rain, but fairly regular showers, they're going to have a lot of people
what we have is a lot of people cutting and bagging and putting out, and that has compounded the appearance of garbage pile up, especially in those communities that have large front and back backyards.
Well, really, that really,
a lot of that.
Yeah, that really.
Prior to that, there was a lot of leaves.
Yeah, that really explains. Yeah, that really explained the Mona thing, because a lot of most of the bags that I saw there were really were the large bags full of grass that that look quite different from household waste.
From household waste, and that unfortunately a lot of people see those large bags piled up gate after gate in community is going to take the view that it is uncollected garbage in the strictest sense of the word. So we are saying to people that there are two different things, and we are asking communities and citizens to again continue to separate it. Keep your garden cuttings separate from your regular domestic waste, because even if we seek to collect both of them together, it is going to take a longer time for us to clear the regular waste. So keep it separate for us at this time, because we do have we are overwhelmed by the large amount of cutting following the extensive drought that we have had for some time.
Well, so, just a minute, please. So sorry to interrupt you so early in the interview.
No, man, go right ahead.
But we have a time break here now, and we'll be right back. Straight up. Welcome back to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small. We have our guest here today, Miss Jennifer Edwards, who is the, I suppose, Executive Director of the National Solid Waste Management Authority, giving us an update on the backlog, or what seemed simply like a backlog of garbage collection, but which she explained with some credibility that a lot of it is cuttings from the sudden regrowth of vegetation after the recent break of the drought over the last couple of months. Yes, Ms. Edwards.
Okay, so that is one thing, and we did put in a program to blitz a number of communities when we sent in like 40 trucks into a sector to clear on any given day, which included work in Portmore and St. Catherine. We believe we have broken the back of the problem in Portmore and most of St. Catherine, and so we'll be returning to normal collection in those communities. In the Kingston and metropolitan area, we are engaging additional tipper trucks because we are not able to find many compactor trucks to add to the current fleet, so we are engaging additional tipper trucks to assist us with removing those garbage, those garden cuttings that exist across the corporate area in many of the communities. That will free up our compactor to do the regular collection. We're also working, though, with some of our other partners, and we are really encouraging people to separate the plastic from the regular waste. Now, I know that the argument has been, but if we separate it, you still collect it together and take it to Riverton. We have been partnering with a number of organizations to take the plastic from you. There are a number of drop-off points that exist that we have encouraged people to take it to Mega Mart, by JET, by Jamaica Recyclers. Recycle Partners of Jamaica are now coming on board with a location for you to deposit those bottles at. Wherever it is that you can deposit those bottles, at some of the schools we are working with them, so we go there and collect. At the university, there are different points. Those information are being uploaded on our website for those persons who have access to the website to say where you can drop it off, but we are also asking those partners to come and collect as much as they can the plastic that you now have in your household, so you don't have to put it in with your regular waste. And of course, the third component is for those persons who have a small area. You can compost in a bucket or in a drum. It doesn't have to be a big backyard. To do some composting, to use that compost material for your plants and any small backyard gardening that you do. We are currently sending out some fact sheets to the citizens. We are using emails as much as we have them. We're going to be giving them to our drivers to drop off at the individual's gate as to say how it is you assist us as citizens to deal with the waste that you generate on a daily basis. And I have repeatedly said waste is not one of those things that you fix. It is a daily occurrence, and if you clear all the backlog there is in Jamaica today, tomorrow new waste will be generated. So that is something that we have to deal with on a regular and daily basis.
But a regular caller to this program and many other programs was telling me that she, in earlier times, she has been a subcontractor to the NWSMA, employing as many as something like 60 persons. And at one time, she had responsibility to clean up some of the main places downtown. And she said, not today, garbage clean up, and tomorrow regenerate. She said, sometime by 9 o'clock, there is a...
The same day.
The same day. And I don't know if she got irritated with me, but about 3 times I had to ask her about some solution, because there must be some solution that can get these things under better control, because she said that the main response of the people downtown, especially those selling and who throwing away things in the middle day and early morning, was to her was that if we don't throw away garbage, you don't have no work, so don't say anything to us.
And that continues to be the response of many persons with whom we interact. Persons who just drop litter on the street, persons who carry their garbage out and just tip it out on the street. Yes, that response continues, and downtown is not the only place that it happens. There are several communities. Yesterday I was grieved to be going downtown and found that people had cut down trees, cut the garden cutting, take the garbage and put it at the foot of the statue of Simon Boulevard, right in the square down there. So there are some people with very little pride in their country, and they do this kind of thing. The regulations that we have been trying to get through the Parliament have to be speeded through Parliament so that we can charge people who do these things when we catch them.
Tell me something
not
now.
Charge them $2 or $20.
Tell me something now. The councillors in the corporation, you mostly see them when them well dressed and when there's a photo opportunity. I don't hear them, especially in concert with you, addressing them citizens, and them know most of them citizens, you know, especially the most boisterous one, because they are some of the most active people in the political world. I don't hear none of them showing any responsibility.
And I think that many political representatives are intimidated by the fact that these people are going to be required, they're going to need to ask them to support them in election time. So they are not prepared to take on the hard issues with them, the controversial issues, the issues that the citizens put up a resistance to. Many of the councillors will take it on, but there are large numbers of them who are not prepared to face their citizens and say, you have to do better.
Well, I was commending just a few months ago, I think it's probably less than a year, I was commending Mr. Alston Stewart that he wasn't the typical, he never acted the typical tribalist way when he took responsibility for the situation. And he was willing to even hire, some people to keep order and keep the dump open across tribal lines. But I hear that he was a little offended. But would you be offended when if Miss Gordon Webley, who I hear she is now available, because she's not under no constraint again, you would be willing to accept some help for her, especially in the communication area?
I'm not opposed to any assistance from any Jamaican citizen, and we take advice even from persons external to Jamaica on the matter. I believe that there are some differences in terms of our styles, that Mr. Stewart had his style, Ms. Gordon had her style, I have my style. There's also some differences in terms of resources, because I will say to you that my budget now in 2014 is the exact same figure that Alston had in 2005, for instance.
Yes.
So certainly there is a lot of difference. When Mrs. Webley assumed office in 2008 as executive director, she had 62 brand new trucks.
Yeah.
I have 55 broken down ones.
What?
I need 274 trucks to operate with. I have.
And these are not owned trucks; these are hired trucks.
Well, the 55 that I speak about are owned truck, but we engage another 60 or so from the private persons across Jamaica, and many of those continue to be. This morning I saw 2 of them broke down on my way to work.
By the way,
on the road.
I know that the margins might be small, but is there any way that either the agency or a sub-agency of the government could recover by turning some of this, especially the vegetative garbage, into some compost and some kind of company? I'm sure we
do have 2 or 3 compost sites across the island. There's a very active one at Riverton, and we are also doing some work with the material that was placed out at Ferry during the hurricane. We are converting that into compost, and we do dispose of it, albeit, as you say, at a very marginal price. I'm not even sure we are able to make a profit from it. But that wasn't the main objective of it. The objective was to divert some of the material from Outer Riverton. So even if the profit margin is not worth the while, it is something that we believe from a management of waste perspective is very, very, very important for us to do. And we do that from time to time in across the country in different places.
Because especially in new housing developments, when people start, especially the first homeowner, these people are very house proud and yard proud, and I'm sure that they would like to get some of them things to speed up the cultivation of a lawn and flowers.
We say to them our compost is available in quite a few farm stores.
Yeah.
AgroGrace is one of the major sellers of our waste, but you can also purchase it at any of our offices.
And you can get it by the truckload?
Island-wide. Yes, you can get it by the truckload if you want, and we are also now in discussion with the AgroParks people to see whether or not they would be prepared to utilize some of that compost that we generate.
Well, we just have a minute left, but what assurance you can give us about the continued improvement and also preparation for the rainy season, which don't really start in full force yet? Because have you any response? Do you have any response?
We are identifying a designated area out at Ferry where we are taking all of the garden cuttings. Once it is not mixed with the regular household waste, if you can bring it there in a small pickup or so, we will receive it there once it is not mixed. If it is mixed, unfortunately, we have a challenge because we don't have the human resource and other resources to separate.
But just one more thing.
And move it again.
Just one more thing. But don't Ferry area generally is a wetland. You should make some study of the whole area and see. Don't Ferry is a natural wetland?
Not where we are, but I certainly will have the soil analysts look at that to see whether or not it is so. As I say, Hurricane Sandy's debris has been there for a while, and we have been converting that into compost. We have not had any major challenge with it. The river is not close to where we are operating, so if we are not impacting that in any way. So to date, we have not had any problems with it. But certainly we will have a word with NEPA and our other environmental people to ensure that we too are not contributing to any environmental degradation.
Well, all right. Thank you very much, Ms. Jennifer. It was we're out of time, but anytime you want to inform us of anything, you can do so. Thank you very much.
I certainly will, and we will send you one of our fact sheets so that you can help to get the message out.
All right. Welcome. Yes, let's go for our break. Straight up. Yes, welcome back to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small. Come back to take your phone calls and we have some tech. But, say, I intend to ask Miss Jennifer Edwards, about Wanga Goat, because frequently him come here and come deposit him garbage, And I hear says not here alone because him droppings is found all over the airwaves, all over. I drop off garbage all over and I take responsibility for it. For it. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello?
Good morning, Mr. Small. How are you this morning,
Yes,
sir?
ma'am. Thank you very much.
Mr. Small.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, then, so when you come on radio and talk, then take you as stupidness.
Not you. You're not in that category.
You know how I thrilled this morning to hear you talk to that lady, but till yet, we have some unfinished work.
To which lady, Miss Jennifer Edwards?
Right. We have some unfinished work.
Yeah.
How comes now? Every business that come into Jamaica and do business, they all are business people.
Yeah.
What rule she supposed to put down now? Every wholesale, every supermarket, every club,
yeah,
every shop, and them thing there. Collect in the plastic them if it's in for $1 or $2. You understand what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
And when them collect in, them buy it, them recycle it, them have a lot of work can do. It can make clothes, He can make mat. He can make a lot more things. Even utensils as long as it recycle.
Even newer?
Utensils like plate.
Yeah, utensils, yeah.
Plastic fork and spoon and them something there.
Yeah.
So that she's supposed to do right now. Do it as a new business now.
Yeah.
Even the people that will hike up on road, then we say, boy, if me get 5 of them plastic, yeah, me can get a $5 even if make up me fear.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? Do it as a business, like what D&G used to do, buy back the glass backer. Because guess what happen now? When them collecting that liquor money now, that same liquor money can pay people to fix one gully, fix one calbut, and do liquor something.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel a little piece, Mr. Small. Have a lovely day. Love you.
Well, thank you very much. Couldn't you them attack? Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Morning, Jerry.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
You see this business,
Keep up your voice. Keep up your voice.
Yeah, you see this garbage collection thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a nonsense argument to go on for how many decades now.
Yeah.
You want to tell me, say, in a 2014 of our Lord,
yeah,
where every waste material is recyclable or is raw material for something else.
Yeah.
The solid waste place can't tell you which day to put out what.
Yeah.
And have the relevant people who want that raw material to go take it up with for them truck.
That sounds simple and it sounds like it's workable.
I tell people about people for deposit, which part people don't even have time for scratch them head. But if we go take up things to go deposit here and deposit there, people want that raw material to do something, license them, tell the public which day for put out what, and have the man them get them own truck go pick up free raw material.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds simple and workable. Thank you very much, here, sir.
Yeah.
Morning, welcome to Straight Up. Hello. Go ahead. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up.
Yelly, hi.
Yes, I walk on.
Rastafari, Mr. Small.
Sound like in a studio, man.
Studio?
Yeah, man. I don't hear no frying or no other sound.
Me I tell you say chicken shoot me don't have me under confinement.
Oh, yes, sir. You're chicken out?
Yes, man.
Oh, yes, sir.
From Monday evening, I tell you say I did me in
yeah.
And can't move none at all. Not even eat, me not eat from then. Everything is upsetting to me.
That I must speakerphone you there.
So maybe that's why I'm sounding so clear, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So I know what Sister Amma feel then now. I know how you feel, sister. We have to just be strong through it.
Yes, yes, yes. Sister Tafari.
But me I tell you, Mr. Small, you see that's something, yeah, man.
What's your name, Imani Tafari, yes, sir?
Yeah.
Amma, yes.
The virus of Mr. Small.
Yeah, yeah.
Me can't tell the people who make it, Mr. Small, say boy, they win.
Yeah.
When the must say boy, that weapon your work. It's terrible, Mr. Small, trust me.
Yeah, boy, I can imagine.
And them kind of thing that people use in a war, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you use them thing when you go a war, man. Remember, you're not down in Vietnam, you know. Yeah, people which part suffer until now, you know, after the orange and thing, them, you know, until now, you know, people are born the farm, see, as a result of some chemical that they use down there, you know.
All Japan, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Ethiopia.
Yeah. So, when people put these things together, man, I let it go in my ear, Mr. Small, I want wicked something, man. So, I just have it to boy, I must something them a test see a plan later, you know.
I don't know, may I watch and see?
Yeah, we have to just go and watch and see, man.
Alright.
Even though me like confinement still, me there go and listen to his show, you know.
I'm glad for that, here, sir.
Yeah, man, give thanks and praise,
it's a good thing, say, we ears no carry joint. Or cartilage. But thank you very much.
I only part of me where I work the best, I know the ears.
Yes, man, the ears drum. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, here, sir.
Yeah, give
well,
thanks,
get well soon. Right away, too. Thank you very much. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Morning, PMP woman.
But hold on, hey, you see it as I see me should talk to Miss Edwards about too. That one there. Come clear it up. Send for your truck right away. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Next one. Are you there? Well, we are hear some echo there. Good morning. And
Hello?
yes, ma'am.
Jerry?
Yes, welcome, ma'am. How are you doing?
Wagwan.
Well,
me keep on, I go to the UTech post office. Every time I call him, when them don't answer the phone. Like if the phone leave and it ring,
yeah.
And answer it is a UTech post office it go to.
What? UTech post office
yes,
a divert?
Every time it go to the post office, Jerry, because the person who beside is supposed to pay attention to when the phone ring, them answer it.
Yeah, but
so if it ring and ring out,
no man,
go to the post office.
No, some industrial sabotage are going.
I don't know, I just make you know that because you haven't know what going.
Well, anyway, here we are big you up like a while though.
Big me up with what?
With Miss Jennifer Edwards.
No, nobody tell me about no big me up.
Yes, and I told her that you are available, both yourself and Joan Webley Garden would be two invaluable assets as a consultant to the NSWMA.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, listen, me, them not like me at the NSWA, because what me stand for.
No, that was yes. No, that was yes.
We stand for change and the system for work.
That was yes.
Too much money spending at the National Solid Waste, it can't work. It should be working, and it's not
anyway,
working.
I don't want to divert you off away it comes.
Anyway, my thing is, Jerry.
Yeah.
I want to commend that little lady. What's her name again? Miss Joyce.
Yeah.
She got Miss Joyce because Miss Joyce always come with a lot of ideas. There's a section at Riverton City that collect plastic bottles.
Yeah.
It's a company down there, and nobody not talking about it. People are doing it secretly, but people, if we need to advertise, you take the plastic bottle down there and they pay you for it.
Yeah, but people not going to be able to go take plastic bottle go way down a Riverton.
No, but I'm saying to you, Jerry, you can't have a point.
The company must go collect it.
No, you can't have a point, a drop-off point that you say, if me know like me want to do the business, me take it and put a price on it and say, I'll pay you $2. Right?
Yeah.
I can't pay you 2, then we give me 3, so I'll pay you 2. But you have somebody will pick it up and put it at a point and you take it when it is in bulk to Riverton City because it must be entrepreneurship we have here.
You have 30 more seconds. You want to donate it to somebody?
Yeah, man, I'll donate it. I'll call you back.
Thank you very much, yeah?
I'll call you back.
Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Morning.
Yes, sir. Wagwan.
Not much, you know.
Yeah, man.
I hear you read off a text not too long ago about the Dust and Adair Drive.
Yes, you know it?
Yeah, man, I know that coming to me live, you know.
Yeah.
And I just ride my bicycle past here not too long. I'm sorry for the people that live there, man. I'm sorry for myself because I ride bicycle and I drive.
Yeah.
It's a shame, man. When I tell you it's a shame, you know, it's a disgrace.
Yeah.
Because it did have some whole heap of patrol, you know, and them pats then throw some mall in it.
Yeah.
And them must be roll it or something, and it's months now, then leave it there. Those people that live around there, it's a sin.
But mall can't roll. You roll it, just crush out and...
Yeah, when I tell you it's a sin, you know, Jerry, it's a sin to see the road.
It's a dirty shame.
It's a disgrace, man. Because when the people then cooking, it's pure mall dust them a cook.
I tell you, no need, you know, want no baking powder.
It's a pity, you know, all the time for you pass there because it is that here. It's a disgrace.
It's a time, but it's a dust mask I do have.
I tell you, you know, Jerry. And it's not the first I call you and tell you about it.
No, I don't doubt you.
It's a very, very shame.
It's a very shame. Verily, verily.
Yes. The plastic bottle them now.
Yeah.
Same way they make the plastic bottle. And distribute it with the goods, with the drinks and so.
Yeah.
And them used to buy the glass bottle, you know.
Yeah.
And same way they're supposed to buy back the plastic bottle them.
You can't bound them though, but
No, you can't bound them. But then used to buy the glass bottle them. D&G and liquid food and all of them. D&G still make the drinks and Pepsi, and then why them don't buy back the plastic bottle them?
Well, I couldn't tell.
You know? Take care.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, man.
Yes, we have some more text messages here. Jerry, you step in a Paul well mess and then put in a bracket red mud, eh? No, that's a bad sign, you know. If you see anything red back there, so you're supposed to go get a checkup, especially what them call it, digital examination. Or that's a sign of trouble. Next one, Morning Bongo, do you think patients should talk to their children about religion? Of course, yes. I think so. Let's go for the 11 a.m. headline news.
Rudy come from jail cause Rudy get beer. Rudy come from jail cause Rudy get beer. You frame him, you say, you rebuke in his heart, if you make him feel blue, let him go. You got to let him go. Let him go. I beg you, let him go. Let him go. Let him go.
Yes, boy, me I tell you, say, we better pray for the youth, the young Ferguson. Young Ferguson, where them let out of the Freeport police station there. And now him have to give up back himself. Because him life in a danger. Even more than before. We have to pray for him. I feel sorry. Well, let's hear from Sister Africa because I have one more thing to say. Straight up.
Fight.
Nobody move. What am I say? Nobody move. Stop on the drum, boy. Don't move.
The officer, no kill him, officer.
Hey, girl,
We need somebody now to defend the poor. Batman police, everybody a kick down with door. That's our concern, you know. Government and police, civilian and police, taximan and police, everyone and police.
Yeah, boy, I'm going to tell you something, I feel it. For the people of Augustown, them I feel it for. And the surrounding areas, the larger Augustown. Larger Augustown stretch from down the hole. And right down the riverbed and up. Right up a Garden Town Road, go right round. All up in the place where and them used to there. All round, come right round. Come right round back of the reservoir, come right round. I feel it for the people them. Because it's more than 40 years now. Under the gun. More than 40 years now. Under the gun from both directions. Under the gun from both directions. Feel it for them. And we'll soon come back to the text message. Good morning and welcome back to Straight Up.
Morning, Jerry.
Yes, sir. Welcome. How are you doing?
Up Augustown, they kill the police,
They kill one policeman, the first policeman for the year, first police officer for the year who has been killed.
Yeah. I remember the other day, how better they kill a district constable too.
Yeah?
Last year.
Last year, I believe it was more last year.
Yeah, last year they killed a district constable in that same area.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. I think the policeman named James what? James up and that. But yeah, we're talking about these politicians. I come up for a call, I was talking about light beast, see me?
Yeah.
Like, you know what me get, the opposition, the JLP opposition, if them all they try to attack all of those JLP who come over to the PNP. They attack Simit, Light Simit, they attack him, Patrick Allen, and they attack
Patrick Allen.
Yeah?
Patrick Allen.
No, Patrick Atkinson. Sorry, I apologize for that. Patrick Atkinson.
What you say, Akiskin?
Atkinson.
No, no matter chop it up too much.
Yeah, man.
All right, them
the opposition always attacking those people who leave the party and go to the PNP.
Yeah.
Like they are Desmond McKenzie have a thing to call Atkinson. Them is the Panya Machete.
Panya Machete?
Yeah. And Bob the Grange.
Yeah.
Always attack Miss Anna.
Yeah? Why?
I don't remember most of those things what she's saying right now in my head. But
Miss Anna come over to the PNP from the JLP.
Miss Anna leave the JLP and come over to the PNP.
She get a divorce from the JLP?
I don't know.
Or she living in sin?
But the JLP opposition always attack those like them grudge them.
Yeah.
So when like you have a married to a lady and so you're married to the woman, she gone there with you and left you and gone married to your friend.
Yeah.
You grudge her every day you get up and cut her.
But I heard that's what you did.
Eh?
I heard that's what you did.
No, it comes like the JLP got some bad mind, you know?
And You have some young teenager.
Come again?
I heard that's what you did and you get some young teenager that way.
No, man, the JLP are going like that to a dirty man to friend them. The friend them gone over the other side.
Yeah. But I don't build in a cockroach fight anyway.
Anyway, little more.
Yes, okay. Hello, listen, Wilson. Wilson is there? When I say little more, I mean little, what I mean, less or more, which one? Because from post I talk with him, you have to clarify to me when you talk about less or what do you mean by little more? What do you mean by little more? No further question. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello? Welcome.
Morning, Jerry.
How are you doing, sir?
I say sorry for the Augustone people.
I feel it for the Augustone people.
Yeah, why do you feel it for them?
Because I live in the year of 13 years.
Then Jerry.
Hold on, turn off the back the monitor we have there.
Okay.
Because we can't take the back talk.
If certain things happen in your lifestyle, I know make a change it.
Hold on, hear me now. You can talk up a little more, you're hearing you clear now, but it's low. Alright, there's certain things that, man.
In your life.
Yeah?
And you don't make a stand it and make some kind of change to it.
You don't make, hold on, talk slow. You don't make what?
You don't try to make a change.
Yes? And that.
Why you think somebody going to sorry for you?
Why you think somebody going to sorry for you? Well, hear this now. I told you, I never say I'm sorry for them. I say I feel it for them. And you say people don't make changes in them life. Why do they expect sympathy, right?
Yeah.
Well, it is not easy. You say people who don't have no land, even people who have land, and people who don't have no house, and even people who have house, but you don't have no money to move freely. And you're back up in a situation. It is not. You're not listening to me, I say.
The same way they want to lick out from police and police kill somebody. And the same way they lick out from the gunman them kill a police.
So hold on there. So what you hear me doing?
Huh?
What you hear me doing?
I am more attention to them something.
No, hold on. Talk slow. No, hello. Listen here now. Good. Talk slow that the emotion don't cloud out your words them. The same way you lick out from police.
When police do something.
Yes.
Sure say.
And this
media people.
Eh?
Media people.
Media people.
Yes, man. Just come out and just chatting rubbish.
Chat rubbish.
Get in a fact straight.
Yes.
Go and do the research. Just hear something and just start work with it.
Tell me something now. Hold on. Because there's a limit to the amount. There's a one truck we have. We're short of trucks. And there's a limit to the amount that we can carry one time. So it's better you put out plastic today. And you put out condom tomorrow. You put out.
No, but
hold on, make a done explain to you. Make better use of the time. So now, when I say that I feel it for the Augustown people, I made other comments. What do I really mean? Because I'm telling you, say it's over 40 years now the man of this situation, and I said some other thing. What do I mean by these comments?
I don't know enough. Because you come out and you talk for 1 or 2 minutes on the topic, and the whole Mario Dean thing me on up on the radio every single day, every minute on the whole Mario Dean thing. What about the police and the government them killed Augustone 2 days ago?
Alright, hold on.
You don't talk to half people like on the top and the Mario Dean thing.
Hold on.
Police animal.
Alright, hold on, little. What you feel about the Mario Dean thing?
It is in the hands of the court.
I ask you where it is. I never ask you where it is. Listen.
When the court decide what happened,
you hear this. You hear this now. You hear this now. You hear this now. Are you going to listen? Are you going to listen? You hear this now. And I ask you where it is or whose hands it is. I'm asking you about you now. How you feel about the Mario Dean thing.
Well, Jerry, you have to feel corrupt at first, you know. I feel a way at first, you know. Because you just hear that man dead in a jail and you don't know the circumstances why I'm dead. But until you hear you hear the truth of it, then you can come out and talk about it.
So, although I give you... Alright, hold on a little. So, hold on a little. hold on a little now. So although I give you extra time, you still cannot express to me how you feel about the thing. The only thing I say, you feel corrupt at first. But thank you. Call again next day and see if you can get a clearer conversation. Thank you. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello. Morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello. The police force or the police service, the police and the security in the country, in any country that I live in or any country in the world, should stay away. That I don't afraid to encourage my son them to join the security forces, whether as a soldier or as a peace officer. Yes, man, sir. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, Jerry, what am I saying now?
Yes, sir.
With this chikungunya thing while go on.
Yeah.
I don't think the government really make the people them know what go on, you know.
That is obvious.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not talking them have 31 confirmed cases.
Confirm, yeah.
Yeah, but Jerry, not even hundreds, thousands away out here suffer from it.
Yes, but you have to agree that those cases have not been confirmed. You have to agree with that, not true?
Yeah, but there clearly is something that is happening.
Yes.
Right, that is affecting the workforce in a very negative way.
Yes, sir.
Right?
And the educational
need to be done, whether chikungunya or something near to chikungunya.
Yeah.
Right? But something needs to be done to stem, right, the epidemic.
Yeah.
Because I tell you, is a wicked thing.
Yeah.
It's a wicked thing when actually take hold of your body, man.
Yeah.
Make you feel like say
Yeah.
90-year-old person.
Yes. And when you see the government, the administration, the political directorate, when you see how they respond to this, at the same time celebrating their enjoyment of power, celebrating them.
But they not care for the people.
So you get to understand. So I enjoy every single day of life because every day I get to understand, not only I get to understand things better, but I can help my people explain to them better the circumstance them were them in and what is the plague upon them. And little by little they will get to know how to get this plague off of them. And
I would have figured.
And the GLP is not the GLP is not the antidote or the medicine. Well, I am saying. You hold on there. Hold on. You hold on a little. I am saying. I never put it in your mouth. I'm not putting it on you. I am saying that there's sickness on one side and the other side is not the medicine. I say that.
Mm-hmm. But what may I say, right?
Yes, sir.
People out here suffer.
Yes, sir.
And over the years, I mean, especially with Sister P, I profess how much she loves the people.
Yeah.
Right? Let us see some urgency from the Ministry of Health. Now, we're not nothing at all.
But tell me something. With your experience over the years, and with this whole situation here as a new reminder, how is it that you're still looking to them for say anything or do anything? How come?
Jerry, in a situation like this, right? Yeah, you talk about the change have to come from within we the people.
Yeah.
Right? But then we the people have to get on see them case, right? To make them speed up them change there.
No, they are not redeemable.
Something like this needs urgent attention right now.
Yes, they are not redeemable. Just like how AIDS, HIV is not redeemable up to the time. They are not redeemable. They are very similar to HIV positive.
May I tell you, now a whole lot more people are going to be infected.
But what I want to cheer you up, not with no empty words. I want to cheer you up with this, that if you decide in yourself that you will not be defeated by this political culture, that's the first start. You have to decide before you start. You can't decide along the way. Decide before you start that you are not going to be defeated, and somehow or another you are going to overcome this thing and find the other. Fine. Yes, okay. Well, just cheer up, man. But there's other things to do. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Don't feel no way. Don't feel no way. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello?
Small.
Yeah?
How are you doing, sir?
Fine, thank you.
Just small.
We was just talking about with Jennifer, it was, and I forgot to ask her about you.
Jennifer?
Yes.
Just small.
No, we can't jump from that. I forget to ask her about
it. We'll come and talk about it for you.
Because you won't tell me But I was going to ask her whether you is a flexi week arrangement you have with the PNP, the work.
Well, you see that flexi week arrangement, Mr. Small?
I tell you.
This is something which is practiced worldwide.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad to hear a man like with a 70 Adventist, with a practicing 70 Adventist. Minister Analda Brown.
Minister who?
Analda Brown.
Analda Brown?
Yes. He is the state minister in foreign affairs and foreign trade.
Yeah.
And he was one of the persons who supported this bill strongly.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad to know that a person who was a 70 Adventist.
Yeah.
Because about the 70 Adventists, them afraid of the bill.
Some of them afraid of the bill.
Yeah, you know what I understand?
Yeah.
Some businessmen say that the best employers them have are 70 Adventists, you know.
Yeah.
They are more honest and they work hard.
And you are Adventist too?
No, I'm not an Adventist.
What you are?
Me? I belong to the Hope Gospel Assembly. Gospel Assembly I
Hope Gospel Assembly?
Gospel Assembly.
I know the... Well, listen here. Remember, you know, mind careful yourself, because I know the Hope Gospel Assembly, you know.
Yeah, well, I'm a member of the Gospel Assembly.
I would like you to withdraw that you are a member of the Hope Gospel Assembly.
I'm a member of the Hope Gospel Assembly.
You?
Yes, man. Baptized member.
Yes, well, now you find yourself, you're baptized in hot water.
Anyway, listen to me now. Mr. Warmington, my brother. You know, I'm getting so disgusted with Mr. Warmington's behavior.
Yeah.
A law like this, which is to redeem a lot of young people who found themselves a fault of the law when they were young because they made mistakes. You know, when people are young and they giddy, and they make mistakes. And now the government is trying to remove it right up to 3 years, expunge the record. And you, before you get up and you try to talk things sensible, you go to talk about Mario Dean and all kind of crap things.
You are referring to Mario Dean affair as all kind of crap?
No, man. Him, I talk about all kind of...
No, you hold on. You are referring...
I said and, you know.
You are referring to Mario Dean.
I said
yes,
and.
but you are complaining that Warmington is discussing Mario Dean and all kind of crap.
Yes,
in other words, hold on. In other words, Mario Dean is one kind of crap, and he's also talking about all the other kind of crap.
Brother.
Yeah.
Mario Dean case is in the court already.
Yes.
That is something you're not supposed to mention, and you're supposed to know that Mr. Warmington, I bet the next election, Mr. Warmington now come to Parliament, come tell nobody says.
Well, Warmington has already said that if you don't mind sharp him coming at the PNP, and there's no space for you and him in the PNP.
No, he won't be there in Parliament next time come talk about nobody.
Look here, you come and talk all about garbage. You talk. Look here, you go all about the place talk all about garbage.
Him need.
We have any more call there?
Then if you try, man.
Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello. Morning, welcome. Are you there?
Hello.
Yes, welcome, sir.
Welcome to Bongo.
Welcome. How are you doing? Go ahead, please. Welcome.
You ever hear of a thing called Panajar?
Panajar, yes.
Okay. It's a brethren named Biggs on the anatomy side here, the merchandise man here who sell on the sidewalk here.
Yeah.
My big friend had an argument when they were jumping out something off of the truck, you know, my mother asked me about, Panajar. I said, no. I said, oh, you live in Jamaica so long you don't know what name Panajar. Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm glad you know Uncle Jerry.
Yeah, what him tell you that Panajar is?
It says that treasure that is hidden somewhere in the earth that some but only certain people can't know about where to find. When I say people, I mean I think it's people coming from the African culture, you know.
Yeah. Well, Panajar is just Jamaican or African word, African people pronunciation of Spanish jar. You ever hear about Spanish jar? Well, Spanish jar is a kind of jar. It's a kind of container make out of kind of clay, a certain type of mixture of clay. And the Spanish used to keep, him gone? Anyway, the Spanish used to keep water in it and other liquid. And sometimes them even keep solid in it, and them have legend and rumor and superstition over the years. So Spanish, I think them also used to hide treasure in it. Hide all the money and then we hide it certain place. And if them are run, like when them is running from Jamaica, go to Cuba, they might leave it hidden somewhere. But people find these things all the while, and your legend develop that if you find a Spanish jar full of gold coin, you will rich for life. And some people claim say you can't find it down at the bottom of the river and all them kind of way there. All kind of legend and superstition. Some real, but most of them false. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Morning, Jerry.
Morning. How are you doing?
All right, Jerry.
Yes, ma'am.
I have something to put to you this morning.
Yeah.
Civilization. Don't you think that human being taking on the term civilization is the biggest mass destruction upon the face of the earth?
It depends on what you understand by civilization. What you understand as civilization?
I don't know. Them call the people in Africa uncivilized who live in the jungle, who live in the bush.
Yes, and who calling them
live in
so?
oneness with nature.
And who call them so?
Most men, most big white men and people will say them a man of status.
Yes.
Call them uncivilized.
Yes.
But what I'm thinking is, Jerry, when them big rich people they have them dinner, civilization to me is greed. Greed, humanity, greed. Because when them have them big dinner, Jerry, them cook this whole heap of food where them cannot eat. Them stomach cannot digest it. And them throw it away, and tomorrow again them have to kill more animals to create more meat for them to eat.
Yeah.
Now the man them live in the bush of Africa, them feed from the berries from the tree.
Yeah.
Them catch them water and drink, and them hunt when needed to.
Yeah.
To eat.
Yes.
Don't it?
Most of them, yeah, the bush people, a lot of them, yeah.
Right. So who is uncivilized now? Who are destroyers?
Yes, I agree with a lot of what you say, but on the other hand, now I'm asking you now. The people who living in the bush in the natural way, eating, mostly from the trees and from the ground and so on. How do they stop these civilized people from encroach upon them and come in upon them and grab all them land? How do they stop it?
Oh, that's the other thing, because that is what really is happening. Listen,
don't repeat. Don't use the time and repeat what I say. Make me and you sit down now and look for how do the bush people stop the civilized people from encroach upon them. Let's go for a break and come back. We have to think about it. Yes, good morning and welcome back to Straight Up. Yes, ma'am. Are you there, ma'am? Hello, are you there? She not there? I really need to reason that lady there some more. She makes some good points. But points alone are not going to help us to preserve our independence. So we have to find some ways that we can use to establish our independence and then to preserve it and defend it. I need to talk back to that lady. I hope she calls me again. Before the end of the program, I'll call me tomorrow. Next caller. We have some text messages. We have next caller there. Ready? I've got to just read 2 text messages first. Or go to the call. Let's go to the call first. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello?
Hello, my brother.
Yes, sir. What going
on? I'm there.
Yeah.
You know, me there afraid over my little country, because of money. Money. Some see the right and say, look here, because of money, me I tip over right and trample people right, I don't know what happened to one guy, man. One guy must different in country, different slackness, One guy must different what is good for you, good for me as a Jamaican, man. You can't see man brutalize you, You're in a custody and all those things there, and when you check it out, when you look going there, you see a brother dead. And hear all kind of story. When somebody who witness it, me see what happened. And all in capacity. You believe, say, what take place there, anybody in there do it, or the police them do it, make me talk like that. And you will soon hear what going on. And when we sit talk and clean up this nastiness that take place in our country, you are different, say, boy, man, this thing. The man say, come out different. In the come, if Bruce ever come in and put in that. We don't know how we Jamaica last year. And before we sit down and say, boy, look, make me out of the country, because it's going the wrong way. People are dead, left, right, and center. People left on street. If big man no come and see them and JBC or RJ come see them, them not to come to my people off the street.
All right, hold on now. All right, next point.
This is a broken in this country.
Hello.
Hold on, man, let me talk. I talk when we say happen in front of the whole of Jamaica. This is a broke out. Because of what? No road not clean. Be a stagnant for water and all those things. And we must come up and confess, man, we can't spend our money. And we not get justice for it in them thing there. My God Almighty, man, you look on the whole for something in front of us. They are there when they kill Dean. The opposition go down there. I don't have to come talk to why the man gone down there. Me have to come and ask the person. Me have to ask them, Mr. Good God Almighty, man. I something where everybody feel concerned about, you know. And I come to deal with the opposition saying, God, they look vote. Well, hey, look here. Boy, me no wrong the people, you know, but the biggest mistake to make is get the offer to build the house in other place, and before me do that, we come back in our country and say, boy, everything all right.
All right, hold on, little. Where did they get the offer to build the house?
Well, me not have to tell you, Bridgie.
All right, don't tell me. I know how me to know. It's all right. You alone. You keep your house to yourself then. Affarent. Keep your house affarent to yourself. Since you're so selfish. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. I mean, I live under your bed still now, but matter of keep your house. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello. Welcome, are you there?
Jerry.
Yes, ma'am.
Hell yeah,
we forgot to live on them bed. You don't understand. You don't understand.
I see the first. How we forgot to live where?
On them bed, but you don't know those local expressions. You just learn the Jamaica. You know, live under people bed.
That's true.
Yeah, we not live under nobody bed.
No, we not live under nobody bed, Jerry.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. There's not enough room.
Not enough room. And the bed not go high enough.
Right.
Furthermore, if you don't mind sharp them, the number 1 and number 2 pound way.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Jerry. The people are forgetting, Jerry, one thing.
What?
They're forgetting.
What?
They are the government, you know.
That is in America.
That is in Jamaica too.
No, we have to establish it. We don't establish it in Jamaica yet.
You haven't established it yet in Jamaica?
No, it's only an ideal so far. Ideal.
Ideal?
Some of us are free already, you know, because some of us, if we live in a prison, we're free, but we still...
Who keep pressing the button?
You would have to tell me.
No, it's not me. It's not me. I don't have that kind of button. Oh, okay, Jerry. Pressing your button, Jerry?
Don't talk.
Okay, don't talk. Well, anyway, the people are still the government, Jerry.
Yes, ma'am.
Because they come up with the ideas. They have to get together and talk about it. They have to get together and bring it to the people in charge.
Yeah.
And they have to get together and bring it through.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, thank you very much for that. That's something to think about.
Okay, Jerry.
Yes,
how does that sound, Jerry?
It sounds good. It sounds like it can work, ma'am. And matter of fact, it's very good in principle. But thank you very much, yeah.
And only in principle?
No, we are practice. Have a practice.
Oh, practice. Oh, that's better. Thank you, Jerry. Have a nice day.
Yes, thank you very much, yeah. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello.
Jerry?
Yes, sir.
When we hear people talk about that guy when run from the lockup,
yes,
it seems like he have no sense. Because if I get locked up, Jerry, and a policeman tell me to leave town,
yeah,
I not leave, Jerry.
No.
I think them tell me it's 21 years of age.
I don't know.
Eh? Then if police tell him to leave, and you in a lock up and police tell him to leave, you know, say you not leave. You're not in a country where they speak Spanish and you only speak English.
Yeah.
So I don't understand. And another thing.
Yeah.
This policeman was dead when they kill him with rat poison. And the brother now is quarreling and say, boy, he needs some help.
Yeah.
Because the brother is saying, boy, his big sister we could have helped for situation, dealt with cancer. And his mother died. And his big brother now, and just poison him. They said the policeman have 9 pictures, you know.
Yeah.
So the brother is bad enough for help.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for him, though.
Yeah, but you're kind of confusing, though.
Oh.
Yeah. You ever go to jail yet?
No, sir. Never lock me up here time I go to jail. Never lock me up.
That's why you can't talk anything, but But anyway, the man was on a charge before, so he must know whether they must go and come for him again or not. But thank you very much, yeah?
Yeah, man, cool.
Good morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello.
Good morning, Mr. Small.
Yes, sir, Wagwan.
And I'm there, I give thanks, you know.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Small,
yeah,
they say that it's going to take approximately 20 million Jamaican dollars now.
Yeah.
To raise a child from birth.
Yeah.
And to educate them to the tertiary level. 20 million Jamaicans.
That's about 21 years.
Yes. And they are saying most of us who are like 60,
yeah,
we'll have to work until we are about 80. Because the pension scheme that is set up worldwide by the capitalist system,
yeah,
it won't be even sufficient to buy your medicine.
That's right.
The older you get,
yeah,
you must design more strategy to survive and be more flexible.
Yeah.
You must make flexibility be a key part of your strategic planning and multitasking.
Yeah, yeah.
Now I notice the government, they set up a credit bureau.
Credit bureau, yes.
Yeah, and they now have access to all the telephone bills and all the light bills and water rates. So if I go to the bank to borrow a loan,
yeah,
they can contact the credit bureau and find out if I'm paying all my utility bills.
Yeah.
Before they grant me the loan.
Yeah.
You know one of the reasons why they're doing this, Mr. Small?
Well, the usual reason for having a credit bureau is to safeguard themselves and anybody associated with them from losses.
Yeah, they are effectively closing the gate of the city because they can't trace some money in the city, right?
Yeah.
So they're going to come a time when people who are hiding from paying tax, they're going to have the money and can't use it. Or buy credit, want credit and can't get it. Because the money is going to be so concentrated in one segment of the society. So I'm saying to people now who are 10-year-old, who will be 20, 10 years' time, if they want to enjoy the 2030 vision, they better ensure that they are using the bookkeepers among them to help them to keep their books up to date,
yeah,
so that they can get regularized in the system.
Yeah.
If not, they will be closed out, Mr. Small.
Yes, I get your point.
Yeah, and I want to say to the teachers who are unemployed that they need to take to the city, take to the countryside, take to the city and sieve out the boy child. Put them in groups of 5 and create homework centers for them. Because they're going to need the strength of the male to carry the struggle onward because the single mothers cannot do it.
Well, I take your word for it. I forgot now, but I take your word for it and keep on contributing here, sir.
All the best to you, Mr. Small,
yes,
and keep up the good work.
Thank you very much. May I just go through some text messages now. Good day, Mr. Small, and hard-working staff. Keep up the good work. People open our eyes. Keep teaching. Bless. Coming from Miss Stewart. Thank you very much, Miss Stewart. Next one. Good morning, Jerry. Have a nice day. Well, thank you for that, too. Next one. Jerry. From January, some public serviceman dig post hole on a deer driving Waterford. And all know the hole them leave open. And they are very deep. That's a promise. Next one. Morning, Mr. Small. People must meditate daily to keep their sanity. Well, they couldn't have better advice than that, that's true. Sometime all more than one time for the day. Next one. Can Owen Ellington reapply for the position if the position get vacant? Well, I don't know, because I would have find himself like a square peg in a round hole. Next one. Bless up, Jerry. Well, thanks for that. Next one. I said, Mr. Small, could you please explain who gets the money and how is the money spent when a country gets reparation money? Because I'm now concerned about what will happen if if Jamaica should get reparation. Please explain. They're going to need more time than I have here now. But in various countries, it's done in various ways. But one of my suspicions from a long time is that one of the reasons why politicians coming on to the reparation bandwagon is because they want to divert it into paying off debt to the same Babylon. And Babylon like that kind of plan because he want to pass no money. He want to pass no money. Let's go for a break and come back. Welcome back to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small. Just before your phone calls, I'm going to take the rest of the text messages. Good morning, Uncle Jerry. Please kindly tell Diane in Portmore, happy Earth Day for us, our family. May our life be enriched with good and usable things. Thank you. Well, Diane in Portmore, I hope you heard that. May your life be enriched with good and usable things. And this is coming from the well-wishers all over, especially our family. Next one. Jerry, yesterday, Beth say on another program that is only labor right getting the chikungunya. Can you believe that? Yes, man, I can believe that. I can believe anything stupid that she say, and if she say anything sensible, I have to really check it out if it's really so she says so. Next one. Morning. Greeting, Brother Jerry. Here in the USA, the consumers take the plastic cans and glass bottles to places like Walmart by putting them into a recycling machine. Yeah. Yes, there's a lot of ways it can work out. Next one. Jerry, the police need to treat people better so that when they get murdered, the people can be in sympathy with them. And that's not the best way neither, you know. The best way is to find a way that will make it unlikely that them get murdered. But I get your drift, and it's better than nothing. What you're saying is better than nothing, of course. Next one. Jerry, that guy must be police. That's why I'm a lick out for Mario Dean's death in a police lockup. You see how them stay though? No shame. Yes, I know. Him sound very much like a unrepentant an offending police officer. Not just a police officer. An offending police officer who is unrepentant and probably retired too. Next one. Regardless of how we feel about the government's action with Chick V, it is what it is. Incurable and not very easy to manage. The same stance internationally. No, I don't think most of the governments in the world treat it like how these are people treat it. The damage control that they do is mostly about their image. Mostly about their image, not as much about the public health of the people of Jamaica. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello?
Yeah, Jerry.
Yes, welcome. How are you doing?
All right, you know.
Yeah, man.
Of course, I'm the police.
Oh, you know. Wait, I trailer driver this?
Big truck, yeah, man.
Where go on?
I'm not there, man. Long time.
True, man.
Of course, I'm the police. Yeah. When you might want everybody to come out and condemn the killing of the police. And him have all the argument to support the police. But when you ask him how he think about Mario Dean killing, oh, it's in the courts.
Yeah.
You ever hear any rubbish like that?
Yes, I hear.
And you got to say is like, well, I condemn that too. And if a police do it, involve them to go to prison too. No, it's in the courts, let the courts see it. So like the Minister of Security.
Yeah.
Everything in the court.
Yeah.
Hey, Jerry, another point.
Yeah.
Come to Wilson. Wilson, something wrong with Wilson? Wilson, come like something wrong with him. He can't put him argument together.
He have a lot of different arguments. Sometimes them get mixed up.
Foolish argument, foolish. Oh, you talk about if police let you go and you're not locked up, you are going to just steal your things so you're not left. What kind of idiot argument?
He must know.
I want to know. What are people in Jamaican, I tell you, when I listen to Jamaica, when Jamaican talk,
Yeah.
Me not put nothing for with them saying, because
what you said to me?
Just talk stuff with them, man.
What you said to me? Then wait, that means you rate other people more on Jamaican then?
Yeah, I rate other people because people them just talk stuff and they not think about consequence. They just talk anything come out of their mouth. And you can't, the biggest mental slavery we have done, is we want people go around and tell and talk stuff to people and people just believe it,
Yeah.
That's worse than the other thing that we are going now. Just go around and make up story. They let out him out of jail, Jerry. And then they will walk to see him by the corner later, with some other man, And done him, and when them done him, them say, yeah, they involved in some stuff. But they can't get called for the bigger head, That the bigger head call them and say, better make sure that man, you see what I mean?
What do you mean the big head about them?
The new commissioner.
Them call it big neck. I hear a
take the job. You have to come mess him up like that. The new commissioner have to make a call and say, better make sure so that man not there.
I swear them say, you know, let him go on because later on them know him out there, you know. And then just send two squally down there and go deal with him case and say, hey, you know, somebody call and say they see a man with a gun or something. You know what I mean?
But I cannot feel disappointed when you say no check for anything what Jamaicans say though.
No, every Jamaican, you know. What I mean a check seat, if you listen to them, you know, they will drive you astray. They will lead you down the wrong way. Because guess what? Them not talk nothing with sense. Then just come and tell you stuff, and if you follow them too much, you follow your own mind, do your own thing. Don't do nothing with them because they will lead you the wrong way. May I tell you, Jerry, I saw what I see every day. So you say, I mean, when them talk, make me take with a grain of salt, and me make sense out of nonsense. May I tell you?
Yeah.
You see all the recycle thing there, Jerry?
Yeah.
Me a truck driver, me I tell you, man, me carry the recycle back of them, you know. And them use and put in a carpet, you know.
Carpet?
And the recycle. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The back of them, the plastic back of where them go. They have big business, you know, Jerry. They can sell it and load that car. You see, they can make a ship load. They can sell it to China, everywhere.
Yeah.
You use them a carpet, you know, then grind it up, wash it, clean it, and put it. So you see a carpet and you see you could glisten something them on the carpet.
Oh.
A plastic, recycle. You see how they can them?
Yeah.
Me carry the can them from Miami, you know, come to Georgia, and me I tell you, Jerry, in the place where they're doing something there, you know, it's like a city by itself, you know, have its own power generation thing, you know.
Yeah.
They generate their own power because they use so much power to run the plant. I have a furnace, you know, where they melt down the can, you know.
All right,
I want one solid block.
I want to write down all these ideas where you are, but call me again tomorrow.
A big business, man, big business.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, sir. Good morning. And welcome to Straight Up, hello.
Morning, Jerry.
Hey, how you doing, ma'am?
Yes.
Is you did call me earlier?
No, Jerry.
Yeah, hold on. Is you did call me hold on. Is you did call me earlier about the Bushman and the civilization?
Yeah.
Well, before I start, let me say to you now. I agree with what you say about the Bushman and so on. Now, how does the Bushman and the Bushwoman, you see, protect themselves from the civilized people that were coming in Panama and grabbing away them land?
Jerry, until we as the black nation stand together as a...
I don't want you to tell me about a time until... Listen, I don't want you to tell me about until a time. I want you to tell me what they must do. What they must do.
The black nation has to stand together and back each other, Jerry.
No, but what? Physically?
Right.
Physically, how do we do it physically? Stop the civilized people from coming in at the bush and coming in upon the bush and take it away. How physically, how we do it?
Jerry, we have to do it physically, same like...
Tell me now.
We have to maroon them, do it same like how Paul Bob...
No, don't tell me same like... No, talk plain and make we get for now.
We have to take pick up one axe and machete. That's how we have to go do it, Jerry.
Oh, take pick up axe and machete, right? But how do we stand up to the jeep them and the tank and the armored car and thing with the pickaxe and the machete?
Jerry, we have to implement ways, put in ways of how we are going to deal with that, Jerry.
Then let me ask you, what is the steps? What are the steps? What are the steps? Physically, what are the steps that we have to take? What you're saying right, you know, but how do we stop the civilized one with them machine and them spare parts and the whole thing? How we stop that? You're not there? What I really want to do, you know, I really want to encourage people to think about them talking facts, you know, but what do you do about it? Because I understand what you mean. That's well, then the people who do for development and modern equipment and invention, we say them civilized and grab with things. But how do you counteract that? You think you can take pickaxe and bow and arrow and counteract that? Only for a small amount of time. If we don't think about those things, the civilization and the tank and the armored car and the warplane is coming. No disrespect, but we have to look at things factually and realistically and deal with it. And it is urgent, just like what she says, it's urgent, but you have to deal with it. Few more text messages. Jerry, tourism over this epidemic. Or in other words, the tourism is more important than the epidemic. That's the minister's aim. Yeah, it seemed quite obvious what are their priorities. In other words, you clean up Jamaica for the tourists, and anything you do is for the tourists. You don't clean up Jamaica for the people. You clean up the places that the tourists might see some garbage and it might make them stomach upset. And you keep the beach clean of black people, not too much blacky people on the beach. Because photographs don't look good with a whole heap of black people on the beach against the white sand. A lot of people don't like to see a lot of black faces against the white sand on the beach and lay down on the coconut tree and drinks. It not look real to them. Don't look real to people when they say black people lay down in a hammock or sip drinks. It not look real to them. That is the problem. Next one, Jerry, the black race has to be united and stand together as the one creating a force so great like what it takes to take what is rightfully ours and keep it what is rightfully ours united. Yeah, you're quite right. Next one, Dunce government plus Dunce police equal disaster. Well, that is our maths exercise. I'm so sorry that I read out the answer. I should read out the plus the addition and then ask it as a question of the day tomorrow. Dunce government plus Dunce police equal disaster. That's a 3D. Well, all right. We have a minute to go, and I want to thank my producer, Tanya Richards. My production assistant, and her name is Miss Daly, isn't it? No, Miss Walton. Miss Shadi Walton. And broadcast technician Kevin Williams and the news and sales team. And until tomorrow, we are here. I am your host, Jerry Small. And Straight Up is broadcast here from the studios here of News Talk 93 on the Mona campus at the University of the West Indies. We hope to be heard more and more all over. Straight Up. Till tomorrow.
Broadcast Jamaican and News Talk 93 FM now gear the news in the Jamaican language.
Good afternoon. My name is Sandra Wright, and these are the news in the Jamaican language. The government finds some more money for the Student Loan Bureau, SLB, so they can help Pitney where I go university and college, pay them school fee for the year. The amount of money now where the Pitney them did war borrow come up to $4.6 million, but SLB did short of $1 million. Last night, the Ministry of Education said that they sort out the problem with the SLB, because they borrow $500 million for our next government place for the SLB, and SLB can pay them back when they want. They are going to give the SLB the $500 million plus the money where they collect for education tax. The Ministry of Education say in August, nearly 80% of the teachers them where them pay get the money where the government did do them from 2007. As according to the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Finance are going to look at the account of the school them where pay for them teacher. This money from the Ministry of Finance where they get for looking at the account them, report say all of the school them where him check so fine as some parish are going to get enough money from the Ministry of Education to pay a teacher. The Ministry asks the school them will pay them teacher, to check them bank account to see if the money reach, and then make up their mind how them are going to pay the teacher them. Them say if the school them not pay them teacher yet, them for do it, and then make the ministry know same time. The Area 3 Transnational Crime and Narcotics Division, the police them will crack down on drugs, so them take away more than 450 pounds of compressed ganja, that a ganja where them fix up for sell. Them find the ganja in a Hayes district Clarendon yesterday. As according to the police them, around the hours at 8 and 10 in the night, they did in the area and look for criminal when they found down the driver and one Toyota Atlas. The driver tried to get away from the police, they managed to tap the car but the driver was left it. When they search the car, they find 95 bags of compressed ganja but weigh about 455 pounds. They say it cost about 2.3 million Jamaican dollars. And news of the Caribbean. One man will deal with the environment, Dr. Wade Kublal Singh, they on hunger strike kind where Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Kamala Prasad Bisesa, meet with him. Bisesa says she now keep no meeting with Kublal Singh, because look good now come out of it. He was starve himself out the door, right where the Prime Minister do our work, but Bisesa go America for the meeting at the United Nations General Assembly we keep every year. That at the meeting where all of the countries them in the UN meet up for chat. Kublal Singh even saying would have follow her go there so till she meet with him. Antigua and Barbuda said through the foreign country them, now give no money to the country they were needy. Place like the Caribbean, can't give the people them no better life. Call the work, now no money now run. The Prime Minister Gaston Brown did a talk about a special meeting where the United Nations UN did a keep on the program of action of the International Conference on Population and Development ICPD held 2014 yesterday. The ICPD are one group where try to make life better for all the people them in the world. Don't make them know say we have problem in the Caribbean, but lot of problem with the amount of people we're there for that till I get enough. And news and fine. One top milli style of fans across Turkey after them not catch 3 men where them think are jihadists. That are some people who are fight for the Muslim religion. The man them did a come back from Syria and security did a wait to catch them at one airport in Paris. But then they catch them and the 3 men them end up on one plane and where did I go the south part of France. When the man them reach at the south part of France, them carry themselves to the police. 2 of the man them say must know Mohammed Merah, one Muslim where they kill off enough people and dead in a 2012 where the police did block off one place where him did there. The security group from outer France said the 3 men them wicked and they look like them come from a group of jihadists where I look follower. My name is Sandra Wright and that I did the news in the Jamaican language.